So that...
God
I knew it.
damn it,
Damn
Pharaoh! Jesus. Thank God this is a short campaign. Could you imagine every YouTube
Yeah.
episode people click? That's
It's
the
just a
first thing
balloon
they
filling
hear.
up.
Sorry,
You know
hold on. Let me say the worst thing that can ever be said on someone's stream. Penis.
No!
Great. Now this video won't get monetized, even though I don't have any YouTube
Now,
revenue
let
at
me
all.
say the worst thing that's been said on the stream. The worst thing that's been said on the stream.
Oh, that's... Fuck you.
How dare you?
I want to see my children.
Next thing you know, Thero's gonna eat some cheese again.
Whoa, this is
Ah,
bougie.
No,
my
I'd have to go
lord.
downstairs and grab it.
Gone off the
I might,
fucking rails.
I might during the break. We might have
Oh
a
my
live Thero cheese reaction on stream.
So, I just want to check the quality of this parcel I mentioned, because I actually didn't look at it. This person sent me coffee. They have a coffee store, and they sent me coffee. I can't
don't-
drink coffee.
Oh.
Send it to me.
I'm gonna...
No, I want it. Send it to me.
No, send it to me.
I'll fucking kill you, Thero.
One cup of apple
Fucking
and
come
brown-
over here and kill me. Do it. I got knives.
Oh my god, they sent me so much stuff. What the
Here,
hell?
here. Contested roll. Both of you roll a d20. Whoever rolls high gets the coffee.
Oh my god. I'm probably gonna give it to my friends, you guys, like locally. I'm not gonna mail you coffee. Actually, I could throw one of these into the
I don't think I need to roll, actually.
Well, next, I think you got the coffee.
Hold up, I gotta tweet out that we're live.
I mean,
Me too.
like, aren't I gonna send you like a bunch of like food, like Australian food, Max? I could send you some Australian coffee.
Are you gonna send me a bunch of Australian food?
Yeah,
So,
like
is it-
What
is it-
you said? What you were gonna do, like a United States eating
Yeah. I am.
foodie.
Yeah.
I
Those
just
snacks
literally
are
need a
already
postal
on the
address.
way.
So, is the climate in Australia good for growing coffee, or is it like?
Oh yeah, it's fun.
Oh, neat.
But yeah, I literally I've been waiting to order it. I just need to know when to send it. I have an entire Australian snack box ready to send you.
Don't dox
Okay.
Monty on stream. Don't do it.
Don't dox anybody on stream.
I'll all right. I'll let you know.
My little
Meet me in the Denny's parking lot, Chad.
Fucking everybody knows where I live now.
That's like, you know when you load into an area in like World of Warcraft and it's like PvP area? Like I feel like that's
Yeah,
the every
contested
Denny's...
territory.
Yeah, contested territory Denny's parking lot. All right, I'm gonna put this away because this person loaded me up. This is fantastic. I ordered these minis. They're based in Canada and they sent me some coffee too.
Ooh, very nice. I love it when you order stuff from people and they add like little
Throw in
extra
little goodies,
bits.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have to leave a review and be like, I can't drink coffee, but my friends will love it. Thank you.
Zen, feel free to drive to my location. Bring Connor. Let's go get sushi. I'm joking, but I'm not joking.
I gotta pick an image to encapsulate what adventures you're gonna have today. You know what? I'm gonna find a mushroom person. Mushroom. Oh my god.
I'd like to
amazing.
imagine the you know the Denny's parking lot image we had for the Pokemon tournament. Are we just
my
gonna
God,
evolve
yeah.
that image over time with the
That'd be
various
great.
different shenanigans we get up to?
I need to start working on the next Pokemon tournament, but I know right now a few people who are in that are gonna be like students, and I want to wait until like they're done school before we start
That's
like
fair.
doing more of that. But I'd love to do more of that. That's so much fun.
It was pretty fun. It's pretty fun.
All right, I'm gonna tweet out now that we are live. So now the people will know, and I'm gonna let our Discord know as well.
I let my Discord know.
Well, good for you.
Big thing.
Listen, the people gotta know.
Everyone. Dragons of Stormwreck Isle is now live.
So hear me out. I think I figured out a way to get Pharaoh to stop farting at the beginning of your stream. You just
yeah?
need to make a once per stream channel point redemption for Pharaoh's farts that's like 90,000 points. And he can only do it when it's redeemed.
That's gonna be
90
awkward when it's like I'm streaming a different game and they redeem for that and Farabot's not here.
This is better than
Pharaoh
my
just has to-
suggestion, which was gonna be that we tape his butthole shut.
I feel like that's a dangerous idea.
No,
I also
that's-
feel like that one's illegal specifically.
Also, I'm just gonna call
Not
out
that
the
I
bits
care.
and subs here. Shahalem Froggy's mom, thank you so much for the tier 2 sub for 58 months. Holy Hannah. Monty, can I get a ride to the mall? Okay, I gotta get my car insured first, and then yeah, I'll take you to the mall, okay? I gotta get my car insured before I can drive now. By the way, Leah, I got my license. I passed my test.
Yeah,
got my
I
license.
heard.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Oh,
I'm super happy about that. Alevins, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub for 63 months. You're almost Nintendo 64. Drive on, Monty. I will. Shade1 ED, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub for 14 months. Thank you so much. And Percival Wiles, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub for 4 months. Hey, 4 months. More flying lizards of Tornado Crash Island. Thank you so much. Oh, goodness. It's so nice to be back. Sorry about last week.
Yeah.
We had just, unfortunately, double cancellations. Mass Effect got canceled, and then Stormwreck Isle was just some unfortunate internet stuff there. Nothing we can really do about it.
God,
Australian internet.
Kangaroo
Yeah.
ate your internet. It's fine.
I think it was actually the spiders.
Really? I don't know if you're joking or not, because like.
Okay. So genuinely, like we have some construction going on, like you know, at our unit block, and I get the feeling that one of the people just kind of knocked a internet cord in our building, and didn't tell anyone about it. So.
Cool.
Warfay with
They
0
knocked the
sub for
spider
45
web.
months. Ah, yes, Australian internet issues. I can relate. I'm very curious because we have Pharaoh, we have Max, and we have Elam and Leah here. And I know Max, you stream pretty regularly, and Elam, I believe you do. And honestly, everyone but Leah, because Leah's made good choices in their life and does not stream.
Yeah, I'm mostly private with my work. Like, if you want to hire me to run a D&D game or something, I'll do that any day of the week, but I'm not going to put it up anywhere. I'll happily play on other people's streams, though.
You're like the secret, like, drug dealer, but instead of drugs,
Yeah.
it's Dungeons and Dragons.
I am behind the scenes of so many different D&D campaigns. I should just hire myself out as a creative consultant.
Sometimes, yeah, honestly, you're pretty good at
Yeah.
that. I mean, like,
Oh.
I got my start with 5th edition with Leah. Leah, Marcus, and Alex, and then,
So much fun.
oh my god, that was so long ago, too. And I'm in a game with Leah, and it's very fun. Hee hee hoo hoo.
If you wanted to ever like physically recoil, Monty, just look up the average internet speed in Australia.
Oh, I live in
don't-
Canada, dude. I don't have to look it up. I have the best internet, and the snow killed it. I'm there with you. I sympathize greatly.
I do not miss Montana for that reason.
We got horses, and also, we'll get started here to play, but we have a restaurant. You know, like Outback Steakhouse in America that you guys have like that, like.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
No?
it sucks.
Yeah,
it
sucks. It's not a good
It
place
sucks,
to go.
but I love
We-
it. Those
we
mashed
have an-
potatoes.
We have an American equivalent, which is called Montana's, which is like an American steakhouse with like American things, and it's
Oh my god, I'm
ridiculous,
dying.
and it's funny. I should send you pictures when we're done. But if anyone lives
Oh
in
my God.
Canada, there's a restaurant called Montana's. It's like a ribbon steakhouse, and it's like ridiculous.
That's so funny. I also have to go there at some point in my life. New life goal, like new
Honestly,
side quest.
Honestly, the food is not bad. It's actually pretty good. I have more friends who want to go to Montana's than not go to Montana's, which is like, that says something in my head.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty glowing review for like a chain.
Honestly, yeah. Anyway,
I've had Tex-Mex in Paris. That was weird.
that must have been odd.
It was
I had Tex-Mex
it
in
was
Madrid.
good. Madrid? Jesus.
Yes, it was just like, why is this here?
You know where you can get Tex-Mex? Stormwreck Isle.
Oh my god, you sure can.
Oh
It's
my
like
gosh.
they have no general store, but they do have just Tex-Mex in the closet. Just, you know, it's in case of an emergency. But
There's
with that
queso
said,
frescoes on the corner.
we are, I think, really good to go. Is everybody good to continue on?
Yeah.
You-
All right.
Thumbs up.
Can we drop by the Tex-Mex?
Sure did. All right.
Who
let us-
ordered the enchiladas?
I'd like to imagine that there's just like some like side of a room that's just like a portal that's like a drive-through, and they just throw the food through the portal.
Work?
Nope.
Nope. All right, we're gonna hard turn off the music here.
Lol. Lamau.
Bye, chat. I can't look at you anymore.
Yes.
Be gone.
We are banishing the chat.
Now chat can like talk behind my back, and I would be none the wiser.
Yes.
As
I
we
mean, unless you
return-
read through the chat later.
As we return to Stormwreck Isle, we return to our heroes. The Vessel, Vera, and Kara, and I'm just gonna call you Spec to make it easier on myself.
Spectrovenator Rajai. Easy.
On a task by one of the residents of Dragon's Rest, you had headed towards the western coast of the Seagrow Caves to meet with the Myconid colony there. Upon your arrival, you were accosted by a mushroom octopus and rushed indoors, scaring mushroom children, but being civil in talking to the mushroom adults, in which you discovered that their cavern had become poisoned by a volcanic vent that had been plugged by a strange and mysterious egg. Upon entering that chamber and removing the egg, you were accosted by fume drakes, as well as a strange serpent-like fire creature, of which you dispatched, albeit closely. It was a bit of a close call. You dispatched these creatures, let the cavern air out, and watch as the Myconid's health improved. After taking about 3 hours to paddle back to Dragon's Rest, you docked for the night, and I believe you guys took a long rest, if I'm not mistaken?
I think we took a long rest in the mushroom cavern.
That's right, you
Because
did.
I meditated with the mushroom circle.
That is right, you did.
Yeah.
So you guys gain the benefit of a full rest, and the following morning you make your way back to Dragon's Rest. You'll have to forgive me, it has been a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And as you guys arrive, what do you guys want to do?
I think we split up into 2 groups. If I remember correctly, Ankara and I were going to go speak to Renara, and Vera and Spec were going to go talk to the ex-general lady.
That's right.
Yes. That sounds right.
Notes!
So we have Renara squad, and then we have...
I gotta talk to pretty lady.
the pretty lady.
Gotta talk to pretty lady.
Her
Very
name was,
badass.
Her name was Varnoth.
Pretty lady.
Alright, so who's going with Renara and who's going to Varnoth? I just want to get those names down.
Spec and Vera are going to
Yeah.
see Varnoth.
Yeah.
Spec and
Grabbing
that
my
leaves
notes as well.
Vessel and Kara to go see Renara. Alright.
And just to make sure we have them, where did the healing potions go? Who has those? Want to make sure they're in inventories, because I don't want to die.
I have one.
I don't have one in mind.
I think the other one went to Vera.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. That's all.
Alright. Excellent. Let's start with Vessel and Ankara as you make your way up the monastery steps, which I will take you to the monastery right now. You don't need to move your tokens on this map. You can just use this map as a visual here. As you make your way up to the chamber here. Just gonna put Team 1 here. And Team Renara here. Ankara and the Vessel, you make your way up the steps, once again seeing the beautiful, glimmering statue of a humanoid Bahamut standing at the temple. And in front of it you see, sort of in prayer, Runara, currently her hands kind of pressed together, head down, kind of muttering a small prayer to the statue itself. And as you enter, you watch as Runara, kind of her head tilts up and she turns and she goes, "Ah, I was concerned when you didn't return at night. But I see you're in good health. This is good."
Vessel kind of finishes doing like it, not like a prayer, but just like a bowing motion towards the statue of Bahamut being one of the gods that they, give homage to, and looks over at Runara. Kind of has a troubled look on their face, and frowns a little bit. Ankara could probably tell you more about the battle, but there is unrest here on Stormwreck Isle, more than I thought.
I see. And she looks towards you, Ankara.
Hold on, let me just double check I'm getting my names correctly. My notes are very disorganized.
No worries. I was just trying to, include.
No, you're good. I'm trying to remember the name of the dragon that's underneath the isle that we know of. I can't find it in my notes.
Yeah,
Sharuth.
Sharuth. Yeah,
Sharuth,
we're
thank you.
looking into Sharuth's wrath, I think.
Yeah. We were investigating a cave on the western side of the isle. There was an infection going on that we managed to stop, but we believe that the infection was caused by this Sharuth we've heard a lot about.
Ah, yes. There are many theories by some monks that have visited this place and other adventurers like you that in ancient times, even before my time, there was a great and deadly battle here between Sharuth and another.
This was the battle that up near the shipwreck up north, correct?
No, that is a different battle to my knowledge.
Oh, okay.
This one was much more ancient, far before Dragon's Rest even was made here, I believe. Sorry, I'm just reading a little bit more.
You're all good.
Yes, in case there's more information. In a sort of sad and tragic sort of way, many dragons have fallen here for various reasons, be it personal squabbles or wants for power. It is hard to say. There were many great dragons who died here, Sharuth being one of them. Many sailors believe that Sharuth's fury formed the volcanic region beneath the Great Ocean.
Vessel kind of looks over at that one, attention is grabbed by that specific statement. Yes, volcanic. That is what we encountered. The fire beneath the ground. Runara, have you any familiarity with this creature? And I kind of hold out my hands and I clasp them for a second and I cast Prestidigitation, which you can make like small little objects and stuff. Like they last for like an hour. And I'm gonna make like a little like icy figurine, like I condense the water of the like salamander creature we fought.
Okay. I'm gonna roll an Arcana check. Oh, okay. Okay. Renara looks at it and she goes, "That is not the first time I've seen such a creature before. I believe that they are known as fire snakes. Pretty apt name. They hail from the elemental plane of fire. If you had found that near a volcanic area, then that makes the most sense to me."
An egg of it was blocking the cavern, causing smoke with the mushroom caves. We believe this is what caused the issue. However, what confused us was when we sought to remove it, drakes made of smoke and fire, they defended it as if it were their own.
I cannot be for certain the nature of this magic that you had found, but as I'm sure you are now very much aware, the mighty dragons that have fallen here, their magic still remains, essences of their souls. Sharuth was notorious for their fury. perhaps this is such a phenomenon of this manifesting in a way.
It would pose a danger to the mushrooms again if it were to happen, and possibly to you.
Mm.
Would you know if we were to follow it to its source, could we perhaps abate it in some way?
She kind of thinks for a moment and she goes, I feel like perhaps this is pessimistic of me. No matter what we do, it would come to form in any way. I do not wish for any ill will upon the mushroom people of the Western Sea, but if it is of a concern for you, I could always send those in Dragon's Rest to check in time and time again, and if any adventurers of your kind or of other pasts were to come in, perhaps it is something we could do as routine.
It would maybe be a good idea. They seem like good allies to have. The alchemist in the town, I believe is what they were, seems to have a relationship with them. Perhaps consulting them for how to approach this would behoove you.
You speak of Tarak, yes. Perhaps he could check in every now and again, though he did mention in past they had a guardian in place, which made that rather difficult, but...
We hopefully have resolved that issue.
I hope so, and I thank you as well for your efforts. I appreciate it very much. As for a path under the island, I'm unfortunately not aware of such a thing. And
I kind of nod and go back to kind of staring at the statue of Bahamut, kind of thinking, Angara may have more questions, but I will tell you that we are likely heading toward the Compass Rose was the ship, yes?
yes, the one that was mentioned to have been crashed.
We'll likely be heading there.
Renard gives you kind of like a sort of nod of like, okay, I see, just kind of acknowledgement nod. She turns towards you and Kara and looks at you. You have questions?
You mentioned that you had seen the creatures before.
Yes.
Were they there anywhere notable, or have they just kind of shown up all over the place?
They tend to crop up in areas with significant volcanic activity. I've had a few of my kobolds collect spring water, hot spring water, and sometimes they occupy a similar space. Natural vents that lead under the deep earth. Those sorts of places will harbor such creatures, usually.
I don't mean to assume, but considering the fact that we did find an egg, that I may be taking a bit of an assumption, a leap here, was formed by this, I guess, rage of the shrew.
It is of my belief that the egg and these... How do I explain this? The egg itself, the creature that emerged, is of itself an elemental.
Mm.
And where there is also volcanic activity, usually the wall between the elemental plane of fire and the material plane that you are now in, that wall can thin, and sometimes things can come through unintentionally.
Born of fire, you say?
Indeed. I feel as though perhaps in almost like a strange cocktail, the egg was an obstruction, and upon removing that obstruction, what creatures that had been lying within were perhaps released. I'm not wanting to put the blame on you at all. You did what was right, but this may have caused a bit of a stir within the ambient magic on the island itself.
Vessel's kind of nodding, like slowly, like they're understanding, but it's taken some thought.
Mm-hmm. If I were to assume these two creatures themselves were unrelated, but simply were at a similar location and were perhaps stirred by each other's presence in some way. Does that answer your questions?
I guess my question would be, is there Is there any of these other, I guess, fissures where this sort of activity is found? Is there any of those locations you would like us to check on?
Let me see.
Consult the map.
Consulting the maps. She does kind of mention this. She goes, there are some hot springs. You can usually tell that they are there by billowing steam. Sometimes the kobolds have mentioned seeing such creatures there, but, and I mean this with no offense, while I am certain you could cut them down, I'm certain they will return in time.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
And I'd hate to put you into harm's way.
Hmm. My main concern, well, of course, you mentioned that you would like to send the kobolds out to collect spring water and such. My reason in asking and my concern is if something similar, such as an egg, is at any of these other locations, I would just be a bit fearful for the safety of them.
That is a valid fear to have. I will say this, at the moment, I would not send out any of my kobolds at the moment. The island has become a bit more dangerous as of late, but it is something that we may discuss later, perhaps.
I do
Perhaps
assume
upon your return from the Compass Rose, we may discuss it.
I'm kind of nodding in agreement. Yes, in the interest of making things safer, that would make sense.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that obviously these trips that need to be made to these hot springs are important. We're not that you'll be fine for a while.
Yes.
Without those trips.
To be honest with you, the hot springs that the kobolds, it's quite a hike. The hot springs, unfortunately, were a place of a, one sec, sorry, I'm just reading here. Unfortunately, the spring itself is where a brass dragon had passed on, after a deadly fight nearby. And ever since their death, the springs cropped up there, and they do heal if you bathe in them.
So Vessel seems like heartbroken at hearing of the death of like another dragon, especially because like brass and copper are fairly close.
Yeah. But luckily no one has been hurt, and with Tarek's very interesting alchemical knowledge, we have other means, but if you wish to help, perhaps that could be something you could go to look at.
Maybe, Ankara, we should survive our current quest before undergoing another.
Of course. I just wanted to check that, the stuff they were getting from the hot spring wasn't anything vital to their survival.
No, not at all. If it was, then I would definitely say as such. But we have access to water, luckily, and we are not trapped here. We have boats and other means.
That's good. I do believe that was all I wanted to ask. Was that all you had in mind?
It was, and I wish to say, Ankara, your care for the beings here, it is truly the kindest ones that are the ones that should be wielding weapons. And I kind of put a hand on your shoulder reassuringly.
And Kara kind of nods before quickly blurting out, "Oh, there was another. I don't know if you ran into them in the library. Another alchemist of sorts. I forget what race they were. I ran into someone very early on.
She was a kobold, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
She was working on breath stuff.
Give me one. Put a timer on it because we're having some lag real fast. Pharaoh, can you talk?
I am talking and speaking words. 1, 2, 3. ABC.
Give me 1 second. We just need to fix it because Discord's lagging for us.
Oh gosh.
No.
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds here.
You all sound fine for me, but that doesn't matter. Chat it needs to sound good for chat.
Yeah. Can we have Leah? Can you speak?
Yeah, I'm all good. It all sounds good over here for me too.
All right, I'm gonna disconnect and reconnect and see if that fixes it. So,
Alrighty.
give me 2 seconds here. We're gonna lose our character images real fast, but they should come right back.
No.
Oh god, they're back. All right, everybody start talking.
So that's how I
Hello.
lost my medical
Hello.
license.
Okay. Yeah, you guys sound better now. I think I just had to reconnect to Discord. Hopefully it stays good.
Hopefully.
Alrighty. Sorry, what were you saying before? Let's maybe restart like when you put your
Yeah.
hand on Ankara's shoulder and then you said something about a character, but you kind of were roboting and I was trying to fix it, so.
Yeah, so there was the kobold I met in the library in session
Yes.
1 that, yes, I just want to go see if we could find them, because I think it's a very long shot, but they might have some knowledge based on what we've discovered thus far, that might be helpful.
You speak of Mila.
Yes.
Ah, yes, that one. She's shy, but perhaps.
I wish to speak with her again. Her knowledge of breath weapons was quite good.
Indeed. I think she would enjoy the company. Where were
where
the
can we
rest of
find
your
her?
companions? And she kind of, Runar kind of looks around.
They are down below.
Transition. Sorry, Eli. We'll say she gives
Go
you the
for it.
directions where to go.
Go for it.
Meanwhile, down below. So I can try to keep my place in my book here. Without. Yeah.
And so, like, you fell off a boat, and like this big giant tentacle monster just gave you powers.
Yeah. Yeah, no, so it was honestly, it wasn't as bad as I make it sound, really. Like, I just I floated down about, like, a really long time. I was really good at holding my breath anyway, but I floated down for, like, a good, like, 30, 45 seconds, and I just kind of, you know, the ever-present and crushing darkness of the deep sea just really, I thought, hey, this isn't so bad, really. You know, this isn't bad, really. And then I just felt something in the back of my mind, and it was like, oh, that's nice. And then
And that doesn't
then I could breathe.
concern you at all.
Well, I wouldn't say it doesn't concern me, but it is certainly something that, you know, you get used to it. It's, you know. What
Maybe
about
I
you? What's your tragic backstory?
I got mauled by a badger once.
Oh my god. Are you okay? Did you survive? Wait.
No, I died horribly, but I got
Oh
better.
no. That's so sad. Oh, that's good.
Anyway,
Not a brain cell between them.
I
Our
knock
heroes.
on Velnoth's door.
All right, you hear, give me a moment, and you hear as the door opens, and once again you see Varnoff. He's still kind of muscular, but a little thinned with age. Her hair is cropped close to her scalp, and her light brown skin bears many scars. And she's got that one that runs across her left eye, which is milky and blind. And you see a prosthetic made from wood and metal replaces her right leg below the knee. And as she kind of opens up the door, she goes, "Oh, you just caught me when I got back from working."
Oh, how'd work go?
Ah, good. We were just fixing the lift.
Oh, nice.
You guys showing up on shore made us think like we haven't really used it recently, so we might want to make sure it still works, in case we get people dropping off supplies.
Indeed.
What can I do you for? She kind of leans up against the side of the wall, putting a hand on a hip.
Above game, I might have forgotten. Why are we going to see Velnoth again? Varnoth again? Max, do you remember?
I hate to say it, Thera. Me too.
Oh no.
Literally, the both of you just said we wanted to go talk. Like in my notes, it just says want to go talk to, like, ex general. That's
Did we
all
just?
you
Did we
said.
just? Did we actually just want to just go see her because we're both just like simps? Is that?
Honestly,
Maybe, maybe.
I would believe it.
Well, I think we're about to head out to this shipwreck And considering you know how to fix wooden structures and stuff, is there anything we should be worried about?
I mean, if it's a shipwreck and it's been sitting out for a while, you might want to watch out for any sort of rotten wood, things like that. You know, just maybe have some rope with you to help you kind of move around. Chat is saying yes. You guys went because you were sipping for
Yeah,
it.
no, I was thinking that, but I was like, it cannot be that. That can't be the reason.
Like Tabuya said, "Hi, you're hot. Okay, bye."
Yeah, I have in my notes. It's like, okay, Ankara and I go to talk to Runara about like the wrath of Sharut, and then it's like Vera and Spec go to talk to ex General. Hot? Question mark.
Yes. She's so hot.
You might have wanted to talk to her because she's the one who saw the ship crash.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
We'll pretend like that's the reason.
Sure,
Sure.
yeah.
Let's pretend that's the reason.
Just as she's leaning up, I was about to say Haka. Spec will ask, and you saw it crash, yes?
Yeah, I did. It was a while ago. But ever since that place that boat crashed, we've had a lot of undead showing up after that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you think it may be the crew?
Maybe. I mean, they're all dressed up like sailors, so we assumed, but we don't know.
And just a reminder, those zombies we fought at the very, very start, they were zombies.
They were sailors, yeah, and they were very bloated and like waterlogged.
We did fight some sailor zombies when we got here.
Maybe there's a curse or something on it.
Maybe.
Cursed ships. You hear stories of cursed ships all the time, but you don't see them very often because they're cursed and they don't
Sorry,
even come to harbor.
I'm a total idiot. No, I didn't see the Compass Rose crash. That was a long time ago, but I've seen other ships crash near it ever since it kind of was there. And then the undead thing has been
Near
very
it, you
recent
say?
as well. Yeah. But I mean, Runara says that in that area a gold dragon died there, and that, you know, the bones maybe are the reason that ships are crashing there. But like, they were incredibly rare, but like in the past, oh man, I don't know how like maybe like
how big are those bones?
I mean, it was fairly large, like adults, possibly.
I look to Vera. Can your octopus friend move them?
Bones?
The bones, yes.
Well, I need to be able to see them, I think. And I don't know if I could sort of borrow enough power to do that.
Yeah, it's strange.
I mean, I can like pick up like a soup spoon with the tentacle, but
that's a start.
Between you and me, I wouldn't go around picking up and moving dragon bones, though. She kind of stresses and kind of like slightly flexes.
Sounds like a bad idea.
I probably could handle it, but I still wouldn't do it. That's
Vera looks away when she flexes.
Be probably just a one-track way to getting cursed, you know. But let me just get my timing right here because I don't want to confuse you. But yeah, a long time ago, the Compass Rose crashed. I think Runara mentioned it was like years ago, like before you were like born probably. And then we'd have the odd shipwreck. It was very uncommon, but recently we've been having way more shipwrecks, and now we have these zombies, and we don't know what's going on. And honestly, I don't want more people to crash here. That's, you know, I'd like people visiting Dragon's Rest. It's nice to meet you guys. You've been very fun to talk to. But you know,
shucks. Rubs the back of his head.
We are pretty interesting.
You are. You really are. I mean, you're tall and you're something. You remind me of me when I'm young. And she looks towards you, Spec. But I mean, I
full
feel
of
like
youth and vigor, I guess.
I wish I could be of more help. I mean, I mostly stay around here. You know, the little kobolds, you know, need someone to look up to. And I mean that, you know, more metaphorically than figuratively. Or real, you know.
Of course. I look behind me and like there's probably like kobold hijinks going on or something.
Yeah, they're all like looking and they're like, he's like us, but tall. There's a chance. Shh, he's a dragonborn, not a kobold. But maybe, you know, they're like kind of looking towards you.
Where's Blap? I wonder where Blap's up. What Blap's up to?
Just Spec mutters under his breath, like, at what point does like a big kobold become a dragonborn? If you're a small dragonborn, do you become a kobold? Just mutters to himself.
You watch as one of the kobolds goes, if he's a kobold, he's not a kobold, he's a kobig. And you watch as the other kobold just groan. And you hear one go, Rick, shut up. It's just like, I thought it was good.
I liked your joke, Rick.
Thank you.
More like Kotal.
Wait, do they call the babies Kobe Young?
I think. Is Kobe like a title? Like a
I
like
don't
a
know.
surname, maybe?
I don't know, Spec.
Baby
My head
kobold should be
hurts.
called ko-babies.
Kobe.
That is adorable. Well,
You watch as another one is just like, shut up, Rick. These jokes are endless.
I love these guys.
Yeah, they're like
I
a little.
I want to adopt them all.
Vera says
You-
out loud.
You don't see Blep. No. It's not like he's not here, but you get the sense, you know, he wouldn't be waving around his lucky knife, you know, in front of all his friends. It's his lucky
Got it.
knife.
Yeah, he's got to keep it safe.
You
Well,
watch as one of them, like a female kobold, kind of goes, "Okay, everyone, just don't bother the newcomers. They're going about their business. Okay, let's move on." And everyone's like, and they'll kind of, you know, their tokens aren't going to move, but they all kind of disperse back to their duties and kind of, you know, leave it there and make their way out.
Well, just wanted to touch base. We're probably gonna check out the Compass Rose wreck. So
Keep your wits
Yeah, I
about
have a-
you. You know, keep your head on a swivel and keep a good sword at your side. And yeah, watch
I
your
don't
steps.
have one of those.
I
You
will-
don't. Oh, you
No.
fight. You fight. You know, and she kind of lifts up her fists. Yeah.
She like just for flavor, like just like holds up her fist and like you see like the outline of the tentacles, like yeah, something like that.
That's really cool. Very impressive.
Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with curses from below the waves, so maybe I'll learn something.
Hey, yeah, maybe you will. Anyway, I should probably get back to work. Nice seeing you guys again.
Yeah,
Will-
lovely seeing you too.
Will I be seeing you guys at dinner tonight? You didn't see you yesterday.
Depends how quickly we can go and leave from the Compass Rose, I guess.
Fair enough. Well, keep your nose clean. Stay out of trouble.
I spit acid. That's a little difficult.
I better see you
It's okay.
again. That's all I'm saying. You watch as she kind of heads back inside of her room.
I'll do my best.
All right. Do you guys, as a group, want to go speak to Mila, or does the Vessel and Inkara, do you want to do that, you know, as a duo, or do you want to do that as like a full 4-person group?
It's up to you all.
You can go as a whole party. I think we.
Yeah, I think if we kind of see them
Yeah.
walking down, I'd kind of call up and say, "Meet us in the library. We have some more questions."
Okay.
You can go ahead and move your tokens to the library.
That was a good like sort of like scene 1, scene 2. Now we're all back together. Scene 3.
Where are you, Mila?
Just yell it down the cliff.
Fucking mumpo.
Yeah, basically.
Like, hi!
Hey, you! I'm not worried about it.
Oh, they don't have a token. Okay. As you guys make your way inside of the library, sure enough, you actually do see Mila. And, 1 second. Yeah, Mila kind of turns towards you and, like, seeing the big crowd goes, "How can I help you?"
We ran into some interesting things that I want to get your expertise on, if you wouldn't mind. And then Kara just kind of nudges the vessel with her shoulder, being like, "Do that cool thing you did to show the creatures."
Yes. I kind of wave my hands once more, collecting some of the moisture in the air. And once again, I'm actually going to make 2 this time, and I'll set them on the table. One of the fire snake, which we now know the name, and the other of the fume drake.
As you do this, and Kara's just kind of like, "I gotta learn how to do that. That's way too cool."
Mila, that's a good roll from Mila. Mila looks at the fume drake and goes, yes, fume drakes, where volcanic energies mixed with the ambient rage of dragons." They're honestly endless here, and the moment you cut one down, another takes its place after a while. They're hostile for sure, but they mostly remain around vents and things like that. You can usually steer clear of them if you're smart enough. And this thing, I don't know what this is.
We were told by Runara it's a fire snake. We fought it alongside the fume drakes. They seemed to protect it almost. Runara said it's something about bordering the fire plane. We're going somewhere else, but maybe you could look into perhaps where these have been localized or have happened more often. We're hoping to maybe curb this and make the island less dangerous.
Huh. I mean, I don't know about making the island less dangerous, but something like this might help with my alchemical fire research. Do you happen to have a piece of this creature, something of it that I could look at?
I did try to chop off its head, and it didn't work very well.
You guys left the body behind, I believe.
Yes, because we determined it was too heavy. Do you know what? Yes. Do you know what the mushrooms on the western part of the isle?
No, I don't.
I believe I'd imagine the body would still be there if you're up for a journey over.
You watch Mila get actually kind of uncomfortable when you mention it's like across the island. She goes, "It will not be retrieved then. 'Tis a loss, but still, to know that such creatures exist is good for my research. I'm
Perhaps
sorry."
we can speak to Taruk about retrieving it next time he goes to the mushrooms.
Perhaps, yes. I would be curious. Anything that can create fire would be of much interest to my alchemical studies.
It also, whenever it bled, the blood would like burn you. It was not fun.
Fascinating, fascinating.
Didn't they also explode on death?
I think that was the fume drakes.
Yeah, that was the fume drakes.
Yes, they do explode upon death.
I'm not sure if this is any help, but I kind of show my arm a little bit where that thing lashed me with flames.
Volatile, dangerous. Perhaps if it could be coalesced, centralized. You said it came out of an egg?
Indeed, they border the fire plane born of flame and earth.
Crush up the shells, mix with seashells, combine together, add a bit of... And you watch as just Mila starts mumbling about concoctions, and like you kind of look at each other, and she just seems to be ignoring you at this point, thinking about that.
Vera's like standing on her tiptoes to like peek over at her notes.
She's probably just muttering to herself. But yeah, she kind of stops and she goes, "Sorry, did you have anything else you needed?"
I look between the others.
I got nothing.
No, I think that was all.
Oh, very well then.
Since we're heading in that direction, we might as well have any knowledge on the compass rose you can share.
No, not at all.
Yeah, worth a try asking.
Well,
I will say, perhaps we could, I will speak to Taruk as we leave about retrieving what of the eggshell and creature he can for you. If you would be so kind as to share your research on draconic breath weapons with me when we return.
Certainly, I'd love to.
I kind of bow politely at her.
I can demonstrate breath weapons.
I
Yes,
know you can,
but yours is of a, and I mean this with no offense, meddling amount compared to that of the might of dragons. Again, no offense.
Yeah. just sulks a little bit, but understandably so.
I think it's really cool specs.
Thank you, Vera.
I will speak with Tarak. You mentioned that he could retrieve this item for me. I will let him know right away in case he intends to leave today. Thank you very much, and I hope that we can exchange of information soon. Find anything that spontaneously combusts or explodes, and I would be very curious to look at it. Thank you.
Vessel kind of smiles. I'll be sure to keep you in mind.
You asked if we had any parts of the creature to bring back, and in case we run into another one of these again, how big of a shard of it would you need?
The more the better, honestly. I mean, I can work off of small amounts, but the more the better. The more experimenting, the more intrigue I can get into.
Well, if I'm able to carry a small chunk, I'll keep that in mind.
Good to hear. Anyway, I better hurry off before Tarek either has a nap or sets off. And you watch as Mila just immediately clasps the book they were reading shut, puts it back on the shelf, and then skedaddles out of the door.
I believe we should make our way then, my compatriots.
All right.
Indeed.
Yes.
I'll take you back to the map.
And while we're on our way, Vera sort of just exposits like what we learned, like the little bits that we learned about.
Oh, yeah.
What might be
Yeah, we
going on
kinda
over
share the
the-
same.
over the roads,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Same.
And one detail she focuses on is the fact that she said she was tall.
Mm-hmm.
She said I was tall.
She definitely appreciates our company.
And she said I
Spec,
was
I
tall.
will say your breath weapon is magnificent, and you have inspired me to try to create my own with my connection.
Oh. How do you think you'll be able to create your own without being a dragon?
Well, the spirit that my body is a vessel for is that of a powerful bronze dragon, a river spirit of some kind, very, very sacred to my people. I am only a recent vessel. There have been many in my line.
Wait, that's not your name?
It is now.
Did you have a name before? You know what? I don't want to know. You're the vessel to me.
It isn't important. What we are now is the vessel.
I see. Well, if you need any tips, you just kind of hold your head back and patooey. And like a little drop of acid comes out.
Perhaps if I strengthen my connection. And I kind of purse my lips and send a patooey, and it's like one of those like blasts of water, but it turns to frost halfway through and then kind of dissipates into the distance.
No, from the belly, like really like with your whole belly into it.
I'll practice it.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So, you're aware of where the wreck of the Compass Rose is. How would you guys like to approach this one?
I'm of the idea that we stick as close to the shoreline as possible of these small kind of islands.
You can swim, can you not, Vera?
I can, yes. I can also breathe underwater if you need me to go get something.
Perhaps you could scout it when we get close, see if there's anything, maybe a way to approach from underneath.
I sure can try. Just don't drop any of your weapons in there, because I'm not going to get them. Well, I am, but I'm going to half a grab at it.
I hold my hand over the water, and some water like forms magically in my hand, and I drop it into the ocean. Whoops.
It's not magic, it's water bending. Sorry.
Exactly.
Vera looks like impressed, but also unimpressed. She
So
like,
you guys
she
are
like
gonna
ruffles her
go-
nose at you.
You guys are gonna go by ship then.
Yeah, I think we're just going close to the shore and heading just straight towards it. I don't think any deviation.
The trip in total will take about an hour and 40 minutes.
Sounds good.
We might be back by dinner time.
Alrighty. So, as you set off on the boat, once again, the weather is very pleasant. A little bit warm, but, you know, it's not so warm to be, you know, uncomfortable. Like that sort of like, gah.
It is very nice.
We remember to eat before we left.
We can ration up. Maybe can anyone fish?
Good question, actually.
Yes, I can.
I'm just imagining you diving into the water and grabbing fish out.
I don't think I don't think I have like fish as tools or anything at the moment.
I have
on the
10
way, so-
rations, so like I just eat one of my rations throughout the trip, I guess.
And also, I
Yeah,
don't know if you
we
wanna
get
cook
some
a
hardtack
fish on a boat.
on the
Yeah.
or on the trip.
You got it. As you guys continue up this sort of series of little islands, more like islands is a bit generous. It feels more like a bunch of rocks that just happen to be kind of sticking out from the water. It then becomes very difficult to tell where the rocks begin and bones end as you begin to see the worn away bones of dragons, wing bones, skulls, hip bones, ribs that kind of jut out from the water and are being licked by the tide. You count probably, as you continue forward, bones that range from maybe younger dragons, about 5 or 6 sets, to about 2 to 4 fully grown adult dragon skeletons that pepper between the rocks and the water. Some are twisted in ways that suggest a violent incursion, like a violent struggle or battle. You even see on some of the rocks, like, just craters and chunks in the rock that have been, either blasted away or melted down by acidic breath that now lie sort of balefully like a tombstone unwritten.
Rad and spooky.
Waves lap against, and as you guys kind of turn a corner, eventually you now see waves lap against a derelict ship lodged against a ridge of rocks and enormous dragon bones. A faint odor of rot wafts on the sea air, along with the sound of screeching seagulls and the roar of the surf. A tangled mess of tattered sails and rigging hang off the starboard side of the main deck of this vessel, offering one possible way to climb aboard. At the stern, you can make out a gaping hole in the hull beneath the waterline. So, I'm gonna move you guys to your map here. Just give me 2 seconds.
It's terrible.
I don't think I've ever seen this much death before.
Why are there so many?
I guess that's what we're trying to find out.
Yeah, Vessel is kind of pensively just looking back at the bones that we've been passing over and over, and it's just like has a very y'all would know this by now. They're very good at keeping like kind of stone faced or very like neutral tempered, but there is definitely like an air of like somber and melancholy right now as they look out, and they probably just hold out some it probably would be some like spell components and stuff, just like not stuff that I would have, like stuff that I would have like extras of, and I kind of drop it over the side almost like an offering.
You gonna be okay? She says to Vessel.
Leah,
What's up?
did you hear Max?
No, I think I missed that question.
Vera just asked, are you gonna be okay?
Yes, I am just sad about how much death is here. Dragons, specifically. I do not believe that there should be a divide between chromacy and metallicy, but here is the result of it, and gestures at just the bones.
Well, you're here. So that's something, right?
They just kind of nod, and they would like, if your like hand is like towards them or something, they would like try to grab your hand reassuringly.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Give it like a gentle squeeze, but keep looking at
Yeah.
the bones.
Yeah, Vera puts her other hand over yours and like kind of reciprocates that.
I'm just gonna do something just to make this a little better clarified for the map. That way there's no confusion. So give me 2 seconds here.
Yeah, no worries.
This is gonna be much easier to run like in person with tiles rather than the digital version, which is fine.
Yeah.
That's not an insult to this adventure as a whole. It's just like, you know, it makes sense. It's meant to
Running
clarify.
things online, yeah.
Yeah.
Icewind Dale in a nut.
Yeah, basically. Just give me just 2 seconds here. I want to make sure I reveal this properly.
Oh no, it's an aboleth.
Oh, how convenient. Spoilers for our Thursday game. Jeez, Thero.
Ah, my bad.
No, I'm just joking. It's totally fine.
Quick, summon a unicorn.
I've said literally on Unexpectables that they're fighting it, so
Yeah.
thank you for your patience at this time. This gives me plenty of time.
And you can catch that aboleth fight on Thursday on the same channel right here.
This D&D campaign brought to you by Monty Glue.
Yeah.
Monty Glue. Brought to you by supporters like you.
Alright.
Should we just have some elevator music?
Some
Alright,
PBS
so
stuff.
immediately you're gonna notice, you can immediately see these 2 layers, the upper layer and then like the main deck of the ship as I take you over here.
Okay.
So just to clarify these spots, you have...
Hey, our boat.
Boat.
We got our boat back.
All right. Yeah, we've had the boat.
Yeah.
So just
Oh
for...
yeah, I see what you.
Yeah, so just for clarification, this is slightly risen on this side here. As in, you know, these steps naturally go up to the front and the back of the ship. I'm not going to use...
And I take
front
it this
boat
is
terms.
water level.
This is water level here, yes. This
Okay.
ship is, like, sunk as well.
So is there like an inch or two of water like on this lower deck?
No, it is above water, but it's like, the boat itself is not seaworthy
But
at
barely.
all. It is very much half submerged for sure.
Do we see any zombies?
No, not at all.
Is there anything identifying the ship? Like, are we able to tell that this is the Compass Rose?
Anything that would identify it has definitely fallen to decay. Any flag is completely derived of color, and the mast and any cloth is basically sun-bleached white at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can, because I've kind of been in charge of rigging most of the time. I'm gonna see if I can try and steer the boat a little bit, not like into the stuff here, but like if I can, like where it wouldn't scratch up our boat. And I'm gonna be like, Vera, Spec, could you maybe lift, or would one of you maybe lift someone onto the top deck? I feel like it's better to get the high ground.
I would
Very
say the vessel, you see like some ropes that were probably once rigging that seem pretty solid, like right here that you can easily tie your boat to
Oh.
in a way that
Alright.
it would stay.
Well, do
Yeah,
we
yeah,
have-
I'll kind of pull us that direction.
Alright. Right there.
Right.
And just for the sake of ease, I'm going to delete the left group, just so that way we can move your tokens around where it's, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
towards the
Consistency.
level. Yep. Alright.
All right.
Vera, do you want to take a look around, or do you want to stay with the group?
I can scout ahead if you're all afraid of getting your feet wet.
Maybe
Right.
just loop the boat if you can swim so well. I'll clean you off when you get back.
Sure. And Vera's just like, all right, hold my coat.
Yep, I kind of hold it over one arm.
Yeah, and she dives in.
Alright. You head underwater?
Yeah, I'm underwater.
I'm going to reveal more to you here. Just give me 2 seconds, please.
Just double checking what my would my swim speed be the same as my? I think it is, isn't it? It's 40 feet. Okay, yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Nice.
So I can swim faster than I can
It's
run.
like a sea-doo. You just have jet propulsion behind you.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Alright, So give me 2 seconds here just to reveal these spaces real fast.
I like to imagine she uses like the tentacles, sort of like how a squid would. It's like
yeah.
You get little mini tentacles on your feet that kind of like...
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's Kurt.
Oh, new map.
I'm gonna reveal it down here just so the audience can see it.
Oh.
Just give me a second here. So as you dive, like, immediately, the ship is still solid on this level. You see more of, like, the actual, like, rigging. There is still a crow's nest that is, like, you know, intact. But other masts have just been, like, you know, shattered to the sides. Of which one you can definitely see the cloth here. But as you continue to swim below, I'm going to move your token here. Assuming you're basically on the same spot. You begin to see dragon bones at the bottom of the water, revealing yet another dead dragon. As well as an opening in the side of the ship, where the wood is just completely gone.
Vera is just in awe of the bones. But she presses on regardless.
All right, you are at the bottom where you see the ship is in a much more derelict state. What would you like to do?
Just have a peek inside the hull.
Okay.
The
It
hull.
It is dark down here. Do you have dark vision?
Lol, no.
Okay.
Oh no.
Never mind.
As you peek inside, you'll have to move your token to the left as well to
sorry.
even get a vantage point. But as you look inside, it is just darkness. It is incredibly dark and kind of scary, honestly.
Yeah, Vera feels a weird tickling sensation in the back of her mind and decides to not press that any further. Swims back.
I will reveal
and
just
then-
a little bit of additional space just because you were exploring. I'll
Okay.
give you a little bit like that. But this is a big opening, and you can see, like, the wooden bottom of the floor. But it is very dark down there.
Yeah, she's probably gonna return to the surface then.
Alright, you swim easily enough. And
Sploosh.
out of the water.
See anything?
Quite literally, no. It's pitch dark down there, but it's the same as up here. It's all just derelict. The hull is not intact at all. It's completely gone.
Was there an opening below?
There was, but there was, but yeah, I didn't go in. And she sort of
Do you
just
think
like
it's something we
looks
should
away.
enter, or should we go from the top down?
You guys can't breathe down there. You don't know what's down there. It would be best to just go in from the top.
I offer a hand to help you back up.
She takes it and she's like,
It's a little heavy, you know, you are huge, and you're just like...
She uses her other...
I'm like,
she
we're
uses
trying
her
to
other...
help. I'm not strong.
She uses her other arm to, like, support herself on the boat.
Yeah. Someone in chat said you swim like the David Hasselhoff in the SpongeBob movie.
Oh my gosh.
Canon.
Well, who wants to go first? I can go with you, Spec, if you're afraid. And I kind of, I smile like a little cheekily at
At the question of who wants to go first, and Kara's just gonna jump on the ship.
I cast prestidigitation and like basically swipe my hand, and all the water rolls off of Vera into the ocean.
Do you guys want to see the art for this chapter?
Ooh.
Yeah. Do I?
There you go.
Ooh.
Oh, hell yeah.
Spooky.
Oh, there's a guy. See, there's a guy behind him.
Yeah.
Look out, behind you. Oh no.
Watch out.
That's just
How are you not hearing this?
zombie Zach. Just
Well, they have a
hanging out.
cleric. That's a smart idea.
Alright. Yeah, seeing and Kara jump on too, Spec also jumps.
Do you want me to move my token?
Please do. Yep. If we have a map, please
Sweet.
move your token.
Alright, there you go.
All right. I'll read this out to you. The moldering wood of the deck is slick with algae and seawater. Amid the tangle of rigging, splintered railings, and stray seaweed, you spot boots, bones, and bits of gore that seem considerably more recent than the wreck of the ship. Stairs lead to upper decks of the fore and aft, and doors lead into cabins under those decks. The main mast remains intact and mostly upright, topped with a crow's nest overflowing with debris. A staircase near the mast and a large hatch on the port side both lead down deeper into the ship.
I say we check up here before we go down. Make sure nothing sneaks up.
Sounds like a good idea. Getting a good vantage point would probably be a good idea. Should we take the front or the back of the ship first?
I wish to check out the helm. I have some experience with boats. Perhaps I can determine something. I'm not sure what yet.
I'll go with you.
Very
She
well.
says, not fully believing that.
Alright.
You guys cool if I just kick open this door?
Go
Joel?
for it, mate.
I take a step over, I'm starting to go towards the, upper deck portion over here, and I'm not gonna stop you, because I don't see it.
All right.
This is the helm, right? This is the helm, right?
It's fucking Zackrack all over again.
yeah.
The helm, I believe, is like the steering wheel, right? That's actually up here.
Yeah, the helm is the upper
Oh.
deck steering wheel. I was heading this way.
I don't
Yeah,
know nautical
That
terms.
would always
All
be
right,
the
let's
I don't
case.
check
think
out-
Spec would either.
Let's check out the helm. Kicks door.
Yeah,
I think
Kara would
that's
be-
totally in character.
Kara
Cool,
would
the
be-
helm, he says as he goes the wrong direction.
The
Vessel
front
just,
is sort of
palms
like
their
the
head
head if you
behind.
think about it.
You burst in through the door. A long table takes up most of this cabin, which must have served as a mess hall. Decaying chairs are scattered about, and broken glass and crockery littered the floor.
Crockery.
Love that word, crockery.
It's a good word.
What does that mean?
It's like
It's just like
dishes
plates
and like
and
pots
dishes,
and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, glasses, cutlery, that
Eating
kind of
ware,
thing.
that kind of stuff.
Oh, this looks like a mess hall.
Should we check out the next door?
Sure, why not?
Is it the helm?
Kick.
All right. You
What
kick
the
open.
helm? The helm is the front of the ship, right?
No, it's the steering wheel.
Just completely ignores them.
6 double bunks line the edges of this cabin. Personal effects are strewn about the room, and a faded painted portrait hangs on one of the walls.
Anything stick out?
The painting is interesting.
What doth it be of?
Uh,
Or whomst?
do you enter
There's
and
a-
take a closer look?
Well, I'm not there. I'm just asking because I'm a nosy little Nelly.
Yeah. I think there's something relevant in here.
It's a big word.
I'll watch your back, Spec. I'm gonna go to the northern part of the boat, but I'm still gonna keep making my way towards the helm. But I'm keeping an eye on, I'm watching them.
All right. Yeah, I'll go up to the painting.
Okay. The painting shows a young couple smiling and embracing. Written across the bottom of the portraits are the words Aletha and Brastus, together forever.
Letha, have we heard that name before at all, or
No, not at all. I'll write down the names here, and if
Yeah,
you guys want to write it down in your notes.
And yeah, I'm writing it down.
Aletha I want to make sure I spell these right.
I'm probably gonna butcher the spelling. Oh, it's coming.
I'm just typing it out. I'm double checking my spelling as well. Yep. There you go. Aletha and Brastos, together forever.
I did not spell that at
Right?
all what it was
Yeah.
supposed to be. Okay. It's a very nice painting, but not much in both those rooms.
Alrighty, the vessel, do you want to head up towards the helm?
Yep, I'm gonna head up.
There
towards
is
the helm.
gonna take
Go
the
ahead
other
and move
steps
your
on the other side.
token up here, just onto the other map where it's risen there, so we can just keep that clarified.
Yep.
Alright.
I'm just taking like a thorough look, like seeing like I don't know. This is just like honestly, like I don't really know what Vessel is looking for. Neither does Vessel. They're just like seeing what they would maybe find out of there that would like stand out or look out of the ordinary, or like opposed to like a normal top of the ship.
Okay. The splintered remains of a mast jut up from this rear deck like a broken spear. The ship's wheel is askew, dislodged from its mechanism. The wheel itself bears the name of the vessel, the Compass Rose, engraved and inlaid with mother of pearl. Though in the wheel's current position, the name is upside down.
Does the wheel look removable?
I don't know.
Spec, if you'd like a trophy, this wheel may be worth something.
It is kind of big, but all right. I attempt to rip the steering wheel off where
All
it
right.
is.
You are preparing to rip the steering wheel off, but the moment you touch it, immediately you hear a snapping noise as it's about to crash into the ship. Roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
What? Oh. Would this activate danger sense at all? Or?
No, this is just a dexterity saving throw.
Wee! That's a nat one!
Not expecting how fragile this is, it smashes to the ground, almost cracking up some of the old wood. It makes a loud thud, and as it, like, there's a moment of calm, you begin to hear more thudding. And Kara, where you stand, you begin to hear loud thudding on this door.
Can I
By the
yell out
deep
to the rest of the
specs.
party to get down here and try and keep the door shut as best I can?
I think the fight is happening regardless. Maybe take up a good position to fire.
Monty,
Vera's
how?
like, Vera was like about to start like reprimanding Specs for being disrespectful, but now it's like, oh god, no, save this for later.
Do you want us to roll initiative just for sake of ease?
Nothing is occurring. You just hear thudding against that door.
All right. I guess head down. Did I get the wheel at all, though?
You do. It's very heavy. I'd say it's probably about 60 pounds.
I mean, I have 17 strength. I think I can carry that.
Very well.
You can also just put it in the boat.
I will.
On the door. You can now
Yeah,
see
I'm kind of...
sizable
Oh, sorry.
movement battering against the door. And in Kara, where you are, you hear...
I think we found the other zombies. As I put the wheel on the boat.
You got it.
If I can, like, pointing downward, I'm kind of waiting for, like, these things to burst out or something. And I'm kind of, like, a little bit of frost is kind of rolling over my fingers as I'm gonna, like, get ready to fire magic.
And Car,
If,
you open
if I
up the
can.
door, and I'll choppy chop.
There you go. There's your shitty
Thank you.
steering wheel.
Thank you.
If I can, am I able to tell which way this door opens?
It
open
seems to be
inwards or
opens to the outside.
opens to the outside?
Yeah.
Would I be able to fling the door open and back up a tile at the same time?
I'll allow that to be your surprise round action, considering that you are very aware of what's in here as you hear the groaning and the wheezing of zombies within.
Before I do that, I think I'll just kind of like look towards everyone and check that they're all ready for this to happen.
Spec has the pose that I can only describe as like Tom waiting for Jerry to come out of their hole in the wall with the axe held aloft,
Yeah.
just ready to go.
Yeah, I have one foot on the railing, the other hand palm forward pointing downward, and the other hand gripping that hand like a brace.
You got it. All right, well then
All right.
I'll say this. I'll say starting the surprise round in Kara, just to put you at the beginning, as your surprise round, you grab the door, kind of look to your companions, do sort of like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you grab the door and with your strength rip it open, and you can go ahead and move 2 tiles back from the door wherever you wish.
Can I move just one tile?
Yeah, absolutely you can.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
as you rip the door open, I just drew all over my map like a big old idiot. Hold on.
I've been there.
No, why do you mean locked? Whatever. Immediately as you burst open through the door, you then see 3 zombies immediately clamber forward, and I would like everybody to roll initiative for me, please.
All right.
Here it comes.
I'm seeing a lot of 18s.
Wow, yeah.
Alright,
Decently high roll.
if you roll for the zombies.
I do enjoy that Spec rolled 2 d20s earlier, and both of them were natural ones.
Oh, Roll20 hates me. It stopped hating Connor, now it hates me.
So does one of the zombies like stumble forward out of the door? You know, like when you pull the door out of the way, like
Yeah. I'll say because you were kind of wanting to shoot, yeah, this one here that is immediately against the door stumbles forward. If you want to move
Perfect.
one more tile back, in Kara, I'll allow that because this has changed it. So if you want to take one more step away, just to make space, you may.
So wait. So I could either stay. So what will that change?
So you can either like stay here. I'll give you one more tile to move, essentially, or if you want to just stay here, you can stay here.
if you want to stay in melee or not, basically.
Yeah.
I kind of want to stay in melee and kind of create this formation of blocking the
Okay.
exit of that room.
You got it. Just give me 2 seconds here to write down some initiatives and some additional fun things. Familiar foe, the zombie. Alrighty. And initiatives. Really good initiative, everybody. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
We have a 19 from Vera. We have, it looks like the vessel is going to be the next one. Because you have a higher dex.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Spec. And then we have Inkara. And the zombies. Who rolled very badly. Alright,
I assume
so
these are also sailor zombies.
they are, yes. They are bloated sailor zombies. And top of the turn order, as these zombies come out, Vera, it is immediately your turn.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm gonna do. You're never gonna fucking guess.
Say the funny words.
No. No, I won't.
I'm not a monkey, I won't dance.
Cope, seed, mole. A blast. On the one that's coming out of the doorway.
You got it. Eldritch Blast.
Sorry, forgot to mention that one. Yep.
14 absolutely hits.
Hell yeah. Not gonna use the repelling though.
You got
Not
it.
yet.
That is for
And,
9 points of force damage there. As you lift up your hand and a forceful blast erupts from your pawn, it literally like kamehamehas through the chest of this zombie, which buckles at the attack, but it just kind of just still stumbles forward, almost in a stilted motion.
Ooh. And then for bonus action, we're gonna bring up our old boy,
Tentacles.
the funny tentacle. We're gonna put it right here
Hope you like my drawing.
on this square next
God.
to that.
Did it
I'm
work?
so
Oh,
excited.
it didn't work. Hold on, I gotta do it
I
on my
can't
other.
see it.
I'll fix it.
I love pronouncing words like Greek, like
Tentacles.
popsicles.
I love
and-
I love seeing female like famales, like tamales. It's just funny to me. I remember seeing something like where if you call women females, you're weird unless you pronounce females like tamales, and then in that case you're funny. There's your tentacle right there, bursting out from the ship there. Now just keep in mind there is a wall right here, meaning that this zombie has full cover
Yes.
from your tentacle,
Yeah.
but not from this one.
Yeah, no, we're creating a funnel here, a funnel for the undead.
A funnel of fun.
Yeah, I put the
Alrighty.
fun in funeral. Yours
Do you-
specifically.
Do you get to attack when you summon it?
Yes, you do.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
Oh my god, sorry, Beyond 20 is having a moment.
No worries.
There we go.
13 absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Three cold damage.
Yeah.
Alrighty, as the tentacle kind of whips around and grabs the zombie's leg and like slaws off some of the old rotten flesh from its leg. And it takes 3 points of cold damage as that skin is frozen in its grip. Alrighty, that ends your
Yeah.
turn, Vera. That brings us to the vessel. It is now your turn.
The vessel, seeing this thing, kind of smiles after the cold happens, and the frost dissipates, and they kind of wave their hand, and the mist in the air starts to charge with electricity, and I bolt it down, and this thing will need to roll. I want to double check. I always think it's a deck save, but I'm not certain. It's a strength save. It needs to roll a strength saving throw, please.
Strength saving throw. Okay. A 6.
Oh, lovely. So, here's the fun part. How far up is the helm from the bottom deck?
That's a good question, Mega Man. Let me take a look. Let's see. Deck.
I assume about 10 feet.
It should be, but I'm just gonna double check it to make sure. I'm gonna say it's probably like between like 8 to 10 feet because it doesn't seem to list it here, and if it does, I can't find it.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna say it's about
either way. 10 feet. 10 feet is about what I need. Is perfect for what the spell is. I'm trying to do with the spell. I cast lightning lure, and y'all would see the like mist go around it and then charge with electricity. As I grab it with my hand, this like basically whip, and I rip the zombie up in the air. It's gonna take a little bit of lightning damage, and then it has to fall back down.
It sure does. All right, go ahead and roll.
Takes 5 points of lightning damage.
5 points of lightning damage, and I'm gonna say roll a d6 for the falling damage. I'll say
Plus another 5 points of falling damage.
This
he
is
is
the weirdest
looking-
pinata ever.
Yeah, he is like shoot through, and then like ragdolls like a Gmod model, and then like scrambles back up to his feet and kind of like shakes a bit. He is looking really bad now.
That is my turn.
All right, that ends the vessel's turn. Spec, it is now your turn.
I'm gonna do a funny choppy chop, reckless
it.
as well. So
All right, reckless.
I'll take the 13.
13's good. 13 hits.
funny 11 slashing damage.
11 slashing damage. Give me 1 second here.
You weren't kidding. What is your lot?
Yeah, another
I
It's
said roll
Frost
20.
Maiden slowly making its way into this game.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. Alrighty. Okay, so
Playing with Connor so much has infected my luck.
Spec, you swing around and you chop this zombie's head clean off, and you're like, nice, I got it. But you watch in horror as gurgling from like the neck hole and still moving with its arms.
Ew.
It has resisted death and is still alive.
I don't like that.
Does that end your turn, Spec?
I'm tempted to preemptively rage. No, I'll save the rage.
You got it. That brings us to Inkara. It is now your turn.
I'm gonna swing at it with my battle axe.
You got it. You rush in and swing at it with your battle axe.
Ooh, that's 13 to hit.
13 still hits. It's a big, meaty target.
Alright, that is going to be 5 slashing damage.
5 slashing damage. Nice. As Spec chops its head off, and you see the head now like snapping around at your heels. You're like, moo! I imagine you do like a soccer ball, kick it into the ocean, and then take your battle axe and drive it laterally through the zombie's body as it flays to both sides and falls dead on the ground.
Alright. I think I'm actually gonna end my turn there and stay still.
You got it. It is now the zombies' turn, but it is a surprise round, so they don't get their turn. And immediately, Vera, it is now your turn once again.
Woo, yeah, woo. Very narrow gap. I don't really want to go firing spells past my friends. That feels dangerous.
It'd be pretty funny though.
It would.
You
they
can
would
move
be extremely
before and
funny.
after your attack. So,
It
like,
would
if
be
you wanted to move up to the allies and then move
True.
out.
It would be extremely funny if I hit Elam with an Eldritch Blast, though, I think.
I mean,
I can
that's
take
always
it.
fun.
I can take it.
I'm gonna... Yeah, like, what is there a ruling for that? Like firing, like, a spell, like, through, quote-unquote, through spaces that your allies occupy?
Technically, the way I roll it is that you cannot fire through allies that are the same size category as you. So with your
Okay.
allies being medium, you cannot fire through them without risk of
Yeah.
hitting them. But I mean, you could, like... There's nothing to stop you from moving and occupying the space, firing in, and then, as Leah said,
Oh,
like,
true,
moving
yeah,
back.
yeah. No, you're right. Yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
So yeah, you could go in like pew pew and then leave.
I would
Yeah,
say,
that's
though,
kind of
just
the
to
plan,
be
I think.
fair, this zombie really can't
Oh.
see you, and you won't see the zombie here, but you can definitely
of
see
course,
this one.
yeah.
As
Yeah, that's the one I'm kind of going for here.
Alright, you got it.
So yeah, I'm gonna do that then.
Alright, you run in,
Move on over.
kind of step on top of the remains
Drive
of the first
by.
zombie.
Yeah, drive by Eldritch Blast.
I like to imagine
Oh my
initial
God.
TV music's playing. A
You can tell that I'm
6
running while I do this.
unfortunately misses as you run, and the moment your feet hit where the zombie is, you kind of like slip as if on a finely waxed floor, and you're like, shit! And you kind of like grab the side of the wall with your hand, and that is the hand you were firing your Eldritch Blast from, and you blow up some of the wood on the side of the ship with your loose hand.
She's the fail woman. Run away.
You got it.
Some zombie is stuck to your boot.
Yeah, you like kind of wipe your feet on like the
It's
the
greasy and
algae.
slick.
I like to imagine you stop your movement, you like slide like an extra few inches just because of the gumminess at the bottom.
Yeah.
I never
Uh,
want a floor to be gummy.
Yeah.
No.
That is-
I don't
that
think
is the
should
worst
be-
adjective
that's
for a
not
floor.
thing that you
Greasy
should ever be
and
allowed
gummy
to
at the
say, I
same
think.
time.
Please stop.
Honestly, that's kind of
Call
all
it
I've got.
moist.
Alright. Do you want to do anything with your bonus action?
No, there's not a lot I can do because now they're both out of my sight.
Okay, you got it. You can move the tentacle.
Oh, true.
Tentacles.
Yeah.
Oh my
as a
god,
bonus-
I forgot
as a-
about that.
Yeah, on a bonus action, you can move your tentacle up to 30 feet and repeat the attack.
Oh my god, you can tell it's almost 5 a.m. here, can't you?
All good. It's all good.
Yeah, I'm gonna move Tentacles into the center of the room here.
Like right here, maybe?
Yeah.
Alright, Tentacles goes in.
I thought that this is just his name now. I don't think I cannot move and... No, I can. Okay.
Yeah, you can
Whatever.
repeat the attack. Yep.
Yeah.
Which zombie would you like to go for? That one right there?
This one. Oh no, the one that Vera's already seen.
You got it. All right. 11 hits for
Yay.
6 points of cold damage. As like I
Yeah.
like to imagine, it's like, you know, when something moves and it's like its head is like falling back because like the body's going fast and like the head is like behind them. Like I like to imagine the tentacle moves like that, where like the tip of the tentacle is like
Yeah.
almost like a hat flapping in the breeze.
Yeah, no,
as
I
it-
It's just
absolutely,
bouncing, the
I
tip of it
approve.
just-
I approve the flavor of the tentacle acting like a nightcap in an old cartoon. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. It
I think Vera
rushes
says Snormy
in
Moo.
and slaps the zombie immediately in front of it for 6 points of cold damage. All of you on the outside just hear a meaty slap as the tentacle flies into the frame.
Nice.
All right, does that end your turn, Vera?
It does, yeah.
All right.
Thank you for teaching me how to play my class.
No, it's all good. It's all good. The vessel, it is now your turn.
All right. The vessel, having taken advantage of their position, you know what? I'm gonna try it because they thought it was fun. They liked it up here, and they don't want to crowd down there too much. Is there any way I can kind of lean over the balcony and see either? Probably this one would be the most likely.
You gain no vision of either of the zombies from that position, as they are
Okay,
far
yeah.
in the room, unfortunately. You'd have to actually be ground side now in order to get an actual target on them.
All right, cool. I am going to move 5 and then kind of vault over this if I can.
Yeah, sure, I'll allow that.
And then kind of move to the side because I'm down here now. I move 135 feet in 1 second.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, no, it's pretty fast. I'm gonna move here. Oh no, actually, I assume I can see this one now, the far one.
This one here, but it does have half cover.
All right, well that doesn't matter for a strength save, as once again the lightning whip crackles at my side, and I kind of arc it around the side of the door, kind of trying to wrap around its leg and pull it toward.
You got it. Strength saving throw. That is going to be a 15.
It does succeed, unfortunately, the door kind of blocking the way.
The zombie kind of grabs onto one of the shells. It kind of towards you as it kind of holds on before it is pulled. These things do seem reasonably strong for their decrepit appearance.
Alrighty, then you would see Vessel hold up their hand and it starts crackling with lightning, and they kind of go to their side, and it's kind of like hidden under their robes, but it's a very elegant looking, like no crossguard dagger that they kind of slide out and take like a like ready position, and I'm gonna end my turn there.
You got it. Alrighty, that brings us to Spec. It is now your turn.
How about...
Why am I
Can I
hearing an
hit it?
echo? Hold on 1 second.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
You're good.
Give me 1 second here. Did they... Hold on. I think it reset. It sure did.
Uh-oh.
There we go. That's better. It reset my audio levels on my DM side of things. Apologies for that.
No problem. Can I hit this one, or do I have to go into the room?
You have to enter the room there. It's just too much of a
Alright.
wall there.
I think at this point I'll rage because there's 2 zombies.
You got
so
it.
bonus action rage, and I'm just gonna go right in there.
Alright. Oh my god, he just
And,
ran in.
Yeah, I'm gonna reckless attack this one.
You got it. Go for it.
Give him the funny great axe.
Funny great axe.
13
13
or an-
minutes.
Okay.
Oh my god, 18 points of damage.
That's just the roll for
Right.
the reckless. That's not the damage.
Oh,
That's not the damage.
I thought that was the damage. I was like, holy crap. Yeah, 18 absolutely hits.
Yeah. The max I can roll is 17 with the rage damage. So with the rage damage, that's just 7.
A 7. Very nice still as you run in and you slash into the chest of the zombie who staggers back into a desk and kind of retches himself back up.
Is that salt water or blood pouring out of you? Ugh.
You watch as he like gurgles and it is salt water. Alrighty, that ends Spec's turn, I'm assuming.
Yep.
That brings
Bonus
us
action,
to
action.
Inkara. It is now your turn.
Inkara's gonna run in as well.
Yay!
If I can. I guess I'm gonna take a slash at this one.
Alright, you got it.
That is going to be a 22 to hit.
Holy
Yeah, that
shit.
hits. Go and roll damage.
And that is going to be 4 slashing damage.
4 slashing damage. You rush in back to back with Spec, kind of like, you know, Charlie's angeling pose, and you sweep around and slash into the clavicle of the zombie who crashes into the corner of the room and then scrambles back up to his feet. Definitely a hearty blow there. Does that end your turn?
Yes, I will end my turn there.
Alright, that brings us now to the zombie's turn. The one on the ground is still dead. The one to the left of you, Spec, is going to reach out with its arms and is going to go for a slam attack against you. Oh, Jesus. Okay, he's mad. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
You take 3 points of damage, cut down to 1 because you're raging.
It just... Its fist just, like, slides against my chest and leaves, like, a stain, like, oozy mark on it. It's just like, ew!
The zombie to the north of you, Ankara, is going to do the same thing, reaching out with its arms to slam you. That is going to be an 11 to hit.
That does not hit.
Alright, you have your shield on you?
Yes.
You bring up your shield and the zombie kind of scrapes against it with its fingernails, not finding purchase in your flesh. That ends the zombie's turn. Vera, it is now your turn as you've seen both of your more melee-orientated allies rush into the room, blades drawn.
Oh god. Can I see this guy from here?
I'll say yes, but he's gonna have half cover for the sake of attacks.
Okay. I'll take it.
Okay.
just for dynamism, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. We'll do my usual. Oh my god, where is it?
Oh.
Can I get a break? Can Max Poetic get a break? Max Poetic gets a break 2023.
Unfortunately, and even with the cover, as you once again run, you are about to fire, and then Ankara, like, brings up, you know, her shield, and you're like, nope! And you kind of reach your hand back in, but you see tentacles inside giving you a little wave of friendliness.
Yeah, she just can't get an opening, but thank you,
Somehow
tentacles.
does a thumbs up with a tentacle.
Possible.
Yeah, she taught him how to do it.
Roll20's taking you for a sucker right now.
Gonna also just use the tentacle, may as well.
You got it. Which zombie are you going for?
This one,
That one
the
in
one
the
I was
corner?
targeting, yeah.
You got it. Alrighty, that is
Slappy,
12.
slappy.
That absolutely hits. Go and roll damage.
The 5 cold
Oh,
damage.
5
is what
cold
I
damage.
rolled, yeah.
I have no eyeballs.
That's okay. Me neither. I have a collection now.
As you are fighting
make
the
up for
zombie in Kara, you like slam the zombie against the wall, and you just watch as this tentacle like grows and then just slaps the zombie across the face, and chunks of
Can I-
flesh fly against the wall.
Can I give a thumbs up to the tentacle?
You do, and the tentacle gives you a thumbs up somehow back.
Curly
Not.
cues.
It like ties a knot at like the top of it that like just makes it kind of look like a thumbs up.
Vera thinks like, I told you they're nice.
Alrighty, does that end your turn, Vera?
Yeah.
You got it. That will bring us to the vessel. It is now your turn.
All right, let's wrap this up. Yeah, Vessel's gonna kind of slide in, kind of flavor-wise, kicking the body to the side as best I can.
You got it.
Just to find some footing, and kind of going shoulder to shoulder with Ankara. They kind of have the, it's like a very long-looking, like somewhere between a sword and a dagger situation. They're kind of reverse holding it, the other hand crackling with lightning. I'm gonna go in for a shocking grasp, then a dagger strike.
You got it. This thing will have a benefit of half cover, so its AC will increase.
Yep. Cool with me. That's a 20 on the grasp.
That definitely hits. You kind of like press your face to like the wood in order to like reach past it to like just swipe out and grab the zombie. Go ahead and roll damage. Oh, 2 damage.
Yeah, I grab the zombie, trying to grab the wrist, and then I kind of bring up the blade and try to drive it into the hand.
You got it. And you do so, and you hear like you begin to smell like a burnt flesh.
Oh, that's a fucking 8.
8, unfortunately, misses with the cover. As you
it kind of wrenches the arm away, and then I'm going to take another step over here, because it doesn't have reactions, kind of protectively in front of Vera. Also kind of in front of this door, and I'm listening to see if anything's coming from here.
All right. That brings us to Spec. It is now your turn.
Seeing the one that Vessel was going for, gonna switch targets and reckless this guy.
You got it. Reckless attack. Go ahead and roll with advantage.
You see, he seems to be taking a walloping, so...
Oh, thank
17.
God you have advantage. 17 absolutely hits.
Yep. That's why we reckless, ladies and gentlemen. For 10 damage.
10 slashing?
Yep. As I just bring the great axe in and like salt water blood like sprays all over and it's just really grossing out Spec.
Like
I think we gotta think the Kraken, not God.
Like a tree, you hack right through his middle, hearing the crunch of his spine, and the two halves fall to the ground, tumbling and remain unmoving as you draw your weapon back.
Nice. And yeah, that'll do it.
Alrighty, that ends Spec's turn, and Kara, it is now your turn. Just a reminder, you can move through allies.
Okay, where can I go to get in melee range of this thing?
I will say if you... Because there's a giant hole there. One second, I'm gonna think the hole is important. Okay, yeah, that is an open hole.
Yep.
I'll say...
Can you occupy the tentacle space?
It is incorporeal, so I will say yes, you can occupy the tentacle space.
Pog, I'll do that.
Hang out with tentacle, bro.
Alright, and then I'll go for a swing with Alex.
You got it.
Ooh, that's a 9.
A 9 hits. It is a big juicy target, yeah.
That's going to be hits. 9 slashing damage.
God, you guys rolling the exact health of these enemies. And yeah, sure enough, as you swing into the zombie, you cut its head off, and as it tumbles, you kind of bring the axe down one more time, and it remains unmoving.
Cepha bro pod.
-2.
Yeah, no, I'll take that. Disadvantage on all attacks.
And as you all kind of pant, you know, clean off your weapons, let's take a break here.
Ah, alright.
Alrighty.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah, I'm liking this, Monty. Thanks you for running.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hello, chat.
Oh,
How
yeah,
you
I can
doing?
open that now.
I will BRB. I'm gonna...
What the fuck is that emote?
I'm gonna use the bathroom myself. Be right back.
Which emote? Oh, dear.
Nuki does things. What is that emote?
I love it. It's a lady dancing. She's going crazy mode.
Oh my god, that's Milky. That's a Milky. What?
Okay.
With Milky, you just gotta not ask. He dances to his own tune. He marches to the beat of his own drum.
Third-rate nerds. Thank you for rating the party of 2. Free Shavakadu, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub for 13 months. Nerd raid! Good thing we're first-rate nerds. Yeah. Trafalgar Silvermane, really cool name. Thank you so much for rating with a party of 1. Thank you so much. Someone clipped my famale.
So 1,
Famales.
2, 3. Yeah, 4. I've rolled 4 ones today.
Wow.
Yeah.
In fact, Monty, you've met Nookie Does Things. Actually.
Oh, I think I did. Yeah, when you were
Yeah.
streaming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Finn.
That's
Good
right.
friend.
It was Finn.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go use the bathroom myself, and I will be right back. I'm gonna leave stream in your capable hands. Do not get me banned. I swear to God.
I dropped the stream. My hands are not capable.
So, chat, do you want to hear why the cloaca is the Swiss Army knife of orifices?
Theropod, I swear to God.
You know, I think you can just like stop there because you don't even really need to go further. Like that says everything you need to know.
No. I can't stop thinking about your dinosaur joke from earlier. Oh God. Yeah. I had a really dumb dinosaur joke.
Oh, what was it?
What do you call a gay dinosaur?
I don't know. What do you call a gay dinosaur?
A megasaur-ass.
Christ.
Don't boo me! Don't leave now!
I got nothing. I got nothing for that.
Alright, I'm back. What shenanigans are we getting up
I
to
got
with chat?
things that I would be comfortable saying on my own stream, but like
I am saying horrible things, apparently.
you just knocked me out completely with that one. Like genuinely, I've got nothing anymore.
Yeah,
Like I don't.
Your life is different now. Carry that
Yeah,
with you.
no, there are two distinct phases of my life. There is before I heard that, and then after I heard that.
Yeah, you see, the phases of my life are pre-mayonnaise backpack and post-mayonnaise backpack.
Oh yeah, anyway, everyone,
Yes.
welcome to the Denny's parking lot, by the way. Did you all start taking people's orders?
No, I don't want to work at Denny's. Fuck
You
that,
What terrible employees.
dude.
Good.
I've worked food service jobs since I was 14. I'm not.
I would rather die than work in service at this point. Are you kidding me? My God. It's just retail, but faster.
It's just retail, but sometimes you get snacks.
Yeah, it's retail, but faster and worse.
You see, what you do is you make yourself completely like indisposable for your deli department, so you can just do shit like snack on food and stuff, which is against the rules, but you're too important for them to fire you, so they just keep you and you just keep
Nice.
getting free food. It's great.
One
In
of the most,
Minecraft, chat, of course. This is all in Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in a
The,
complete and utter... Sorry, go.
I was gonna say the most valuable lesson I've learned being a member of the workforce since I was a teenager is that you can never too highly value your position as the funny one in any workplace, because that honestly, if people just like having you around, you get away with a weird amount of shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They know about that. You got to use Roblox now. Yeah. Saying in Minecraft doesn't work anymore.
No, it doesn't.
Damn shame.
And it's a short walk from in Minecraft to in Roblox, so I wouldn't put that one in like your court statements.
Yeah, but they changed the oof sound, so Roblox is ruined.
Have y'all ever seen that H Bomber guy video about
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like genuinely one of the most interesting things like I've ever watched in my life.
You're 20 minutes in and the video's over, yet there's like 2 more
Damn
hours
you,
of it.
Tommy Tallarico.
I God bless fucking people who make like long ass documentaries about the most weird random shit.
Oh, I know,
That's
right?
like my end goal. Like
they
I
are
want to be
literally-
able to do that.
They are literally holding society together. I love you, Summoning Salt. Your shit is so interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Dan Olson.
I'm eating a banana, so once I'm done eating my banana, we'll
Thank
get
you,
back
Defunct
into it.
Land. Defunct Land's a good
Oh
one for
yeah,
that.
Defunct Land is
Defunct Land.
really good.
I watched a I think I watched a 3-hour long video the other day. There was this one person trying to find out who made the music for the homebrew channel for the Wii.
Huh.
That sounds really interesting. You should send me that. Especially like with like the whole like like the news around like the eShop and everything closing. Which
Oh,
by
yeah.
the way, if you wanted to buy things on the eShop and you wanted to like have those like legally,
Now's your time, yeah.
No, you
Yeah,
can't
because
they're
anymore.
shutting
It's
it
done.
down.
No, it's done.
It's done now?
over.
Aw.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's done. It's over. So if you wanted to get an easily acquirable legal copy of say like SMT4, you're shit out of luck.
Wow.
Unless you can find one at a secondhand store, which will cost you about £120, at least in the
Oh,
UK.
don't get me started on trying to get all Pokemon 3DS games, which is what I've been
Oh,
trying
it's
to
a
get.
nightmare. Yeah.
I
no.
actually last year bought a 2DS, like the one that looks like a brick.
Yes.
And I
yeah.
downloaded like a bunch of the Virtual Console Pokemon games on that, and then I have one on my other 3DS as well.
Yeah, I have a 2DS XL because I really struggle with the screen size. I don't know if I'm just like, getting old or something, but
Oh yeah, I
I
can't
got
go back to the
the
regular size
2DS
one.
XL,
Yeah,
the new
I know.
2DS XL. It's good.
yeah, that's
The
the one
regular-
that I have. It's pretty nifty.
The regular 2DS feels like something I would use to prop my door open. It's so weird. It's such a weird
Yeah,
console.
it's a wedge. It's like
and
a
you know
wedge
what's-
shape.
You know what's wilder? Guess how much it cost me?
Like $20.
Like like $30. It was like, what? Okay.
A lot of like when you talk to people about the original 2DS, people will either love the form factor of that thing or they'll absolutely hate it.
They absolutely hate it, yeah. Which I honestly wanted one anyway because it was so weird. I actually have a Game Boy Micro I got recently, and I was like, I've always wanted one because it's such a weird chapter of Nintendo's console history. Was the Game Boy Micro? It's such a
I still have my ancient 2DS.
oh my god.
I'm one of the like 10 people that own a Wii U.
Yeah, I have one as
Yeah,
well.
I gave mine
It
away.
literally just went into the attic because I like the only things I had on it were Wind Waker and Smash Brothers, and obviously Smash Ultimate is a thing. And like Wind Waker's great, but it's not really one that I've ever felt the need to go back to.
I love Wind Waker.
Yeah, like I played the ever loving shit out of it, and I think I've just like had my time with it, and that's fine. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't call me back the same way that like
it also
Breath
has
of the
one
Wild-
of the greatest
Breath of the
sounds
Wild
of
does.
video games.
it does.
Oh! Oh!
I'm personally a
do
big
need
fan
to,
of the cannon mini game where it's like
Oh yeah.
kaboom,
Sploosh.
Yeah, I love that one.
I need to get my hands on the HD version of Twilight Princess at some point.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. This
yeah,
is the thing.
yeah.
I found out through just like an offhanded tweet by a friend that there was a Twilight Princess HD version for the Wii U. I did not know this, and I just fucking put it in the attic, and now the shop's closed. Like, and I'm really mad about it.
So, do you want to know what the thing is
I never
about
played
the
that one, so
HD
I'm, like,
version?
mad.
So the HD version is really, really good, except there is content, like literal dungeons locked behind amiibos.
Wow.
Oh no!
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. And those amiibos go for about $600 plus on eBay.
But can you stick them in your mouth?
I mean, you can. It might not be a good idea.
Yeah.
Make sure you tie a string around.
The only amiibos I care about are the ones that Griffin McElroy has shoved in his mouth, or as he likes to put it, his gob.
Yeah.
My girlfriend in high school, her little brother had a bunch of amiibos, and he just would melt them.
What?
Wow.
Why?
Incredible.
I remember I was in university when Lucario amiibo came out, and I went when that. I think I sold it. I don't think I have it anymore. But I went like 8 a.m. to go get this amiibo, and I never used it. And so later on, I sold it to my local used game shop, and they actually bought it for a lot because it was not.
Yeah.
It was still in the case, and I was like, cool. And it was
Nice,
it was a Toys R Us exclusive for like the first while. You could get it later on, but it was like the original Toys R Us exclusive one that I had.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, oh, cool.
Now
Yeah.
Toys R Us is gone.
I work at a game store. We've had a Min Min amiibo for like since before I started there. Someone please come buy it. Someone please come by my store and buy this fucking Min Min amiibo. It's pissing me off so bad.
It's gonna
Alrighty,
outlive us
well,
all.
with that, is everybody good to keep going?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Very good.
With that, let us return to Stormwreck Isle.
All right. Bye, chat.
Oh yes, I got a banish chat.
Yep. I can't look at chat.
I know it's totally not realistic, but I think it would be really funny if the sailor zombies had name tags on them.
Chris, no!
Sailor
Imagine-
Steve, no.
Imagine if one of them had, like, last day before retirement.
No!
Yeah, there's like a retirement party banner in like one of the rooms. And it's like,
Oh my. It just reminds me of like the grunts in Borderlands 2, where it's just like they almost finished their comic book collection.
Just a skeleton at a table with like a party hat and a moldy cake in front of it.
Oh no!
That is...
Oh.
I want to save that for something. That would be really great.
Take it, it's yours. Be free.
Alrighty. And Kara, as you stand in this chamber, I'm just going to describe it to you since you kind of burst in here. Notably,
There's a hole. Sorry.
I just got to read this here because you guys killed them, so you know. The door crashes, reveal blah 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 blah. You already did that. This cabin looks as though it must have once been luxurious. A bookcase, half collapsed, holds waterlogged and disintegrating books and scrolls. The polished wooden desk leans awkwardly on 3 legs. It has an ornate compass set in its center. The bed is covered in rotting bedding and sags in the middle. A jagged hole gapes in the floor beside the bed.
Is this ornate compass something I can like go pick up?
It's like in the desk itself. It's like part of the motif. Yeah.
Fair enough. Can I look into the hole? Is there anything interesting down there?
Sure. I will reveal maybe some of what is below the hole. I just gotta measure out here.
Make sure to save before jumping down the hole.
Yeah, make sure to save there.
Always be safe with your holes, kids.
Let's see. I will reveal this space for you because it does reveal like where the hole is on the map here, and I'll move the camera there.
Oh.
So on the left side, I'm just gonna zoom it over. You basically see that.
Okay. Can I like chuck one of the dislodged zombie heads into the hole?
Sure.
Just to see if anything happens.
All right, you chuck the head in the water. It splashes into the water and then bobs to the surface and just kind of bobs.
Oh. Fair enough. I guess I might as well ask because you mentioned it. Is there anything interesting about the compass, or is it just, fancy compass?
It looks like it could be pried off.
Does it look heavy?
No, it looks like a compass set that's just been basically fused to the desk as kind of like a, convenience and also just as a showpiece in case like the ship moves around, right?
I genuinely kind of want to hack it out there because I think it might be interesting for like a museum or something. Someone might want it.
Okay. You take your axe to it and use it as kind of like a pry bar, and you pop off the compass set. So just add that to your inventory. It is a compass set.
Ooh. Those could actually, I think, go for a pretty hefty price.
Is that an actual item in D&D Beyond?
No, this is something you'd have to just write down as a compass set.
Okay. Alright, cool. I got that in my inventory.
Alright.
Did we want to check out the other room on this floor?
Yes.
Vessel was kind of listening against the door of this room, seeing if they could hear anything.
As you kind of press your ear against it, you don't hear anything.
Sounds safer than the last one, but I gesture at the door for, like, spec.
Kick it open.
Okay.
Knock, knock.
Open up the door, it's real!
We should all go about this a little less crassly.
You throw open the door. A long, dead, headless skeleton sits propped up against the counter to the right, but the galley is otherwise empty. Unless... Did the skeleton just move?
I don't like that.
It's too scary for me.
One second. Can I throw a hand axe at the skeleton?
Sure. Go ahead and roll the hit.
A 9.
Yeah, you throw the axe, and it, like, bounces against the chest of the skeleton. The skeleton topples over, and you watch as a bunch of tiny crabs just scatter.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems about right.
Can I lightning lure one of the crabs?
They are tiny, harmless crabs.
Fry this thing.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
I'm gonna
Okay.
fry it to pieces. No.
Yeah, you lightning lure, and, like, you kill about 5 tiny little, like, maybe dollar-sized crabs.
Yeah, I scoop them up and I just start munching on
oh my
on
god.
some of them. I held one out to spec.
Listen, I've died to mud crabs before in Skyrim.
I prefer these cooked, but
How well? I mean, that's what the lightning was for.
They just got hit by lightning. I think they're probably.
oh, okay, okay then. Fuck it, I'll eat a crab.
Tastes earthy, not very full of meat.
Yeah. Probably way more shell than meat, but
Honestly,
yeah,
it tastes like eating, like, half of an egg that still has the shell on the outside.
I've had to eat eggshells before. It's not fun, but that's a story for a different day. Anything else of note in this
No.
room?
It is just a galley that is just long decrepit.
Vera is just wrinkling her nose at, like, basically the way that everyone is going about doing this. She's not very happy.
Would I be able to look down the hatch thing here
Yeah,
and see what I see?
easy enough. You see? I will move the camera here.
Oh, it's water.
You see more water, yeah, down below. It appears
Alright.
that the lower deck is slightly flooded.
Ooh. I'm just going to relay. Just a heads up, it looks like the lower decks are flooded quite a lot.
Yeah.
Is that a hole in the room we were fighting in?
Indeed.
Do we maybe want to go down there? Perhaps it would lead to a singular room and not so out in the open.
I'd prefer to take the stairs.
It's completely
Same.
submerged.
I'm happy to take the lead, since we might have to go single file.
Question, does anybody have a source of light?
I do have a torch.
Yeah, I do have a torch as well.
Okay. Because when you look down the stairs, it looks to be quite dark down there.
I do have dark vision, I believe.
Oh,
So
okay.
I could, yeah. But I will, I'm happy to light a torch for the people that do not have dark vision. Are we all good if I lead the way down, or does anyone want to do anything up here?
I do grab my hand axe, like,
Okay.
obviously.
Yeah, easy enough. You
Can
shoot some little
I-
crabs and kind of grab it.
So I have dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
Can I walk up to the hole and, like, get, like, on my hands and knees and, like, pop my head upside down in the room to see what I can see?
It isn't structurally sound, so probably not. It is rotting. So I'm gonna say no. Not without risking the actual wood itself to, like, break apart even more and then basically drop you wherever that is.
Spec, could you hold my clothes real quick in case this wood breaks?
Very well.
All right, I would like for you to roll me either athletics or acrobatics here.
Do you just strip in front of Spec?
They just ask you to hold their like grab their
Oh,
robe.
I see. Oh,
Like,
I thought you
know,
meant
the
like
back.
like hold all your clothes. Like I was very, very like
No.
have some modesty.
Oh, that's a natural
Ooh,
one.
Natural one. I'm gonna
There
say,
we go, I
Spec,
loved it.
roll a dexterity saving throw for me, please. As
Oh, boy.
the moment the vessel kind of goes on their chest, not you, Spec, because Spec is holding you.
Oh, my bad.
The vessel, as you kind of like immediately your chest hits like the wood. Spec, you immediately hear the sound of creaking and splintering as some of the wood kind of begins to buckle, and you just immediately grab the vessel and throw them out of harm's way. It is not safe to, dally near this hole, unfortunately. Meaning
And
that
I will give up any of that idea. Thought I might get.
I will take the vessel, pick them up like a 2x4, and put them on the other side of the door.
you got it.
They just go kind of rigid while they do, and then they kind of dust themselves off as they get placed. Thank you, my friend.
Yeah, Varnoth said this place was rotting, so we should be on our toes.
I was, in fact, on all fours.
Alright. Would it be all good if I took a step down the stairs?
Sure thing. I will move your token to where you see, and you have a torch out.
Yes. How do I light that torch? That's a good question.
If you have a tinder box, you can just light it.
Then I will use my tinderbox and light it then.
Okay. I'm just gonna move your token here since you're going.
I'm
down.
actually
Like, it takes like a minute and a half to light something with a tinderbox in like real life. But like in D&D, it's actually an action. Fun fact.
So because of the because I can see with dark vision, I kind of want to hold my shield and my battle axe. Can I give the torch to someone else?
Yeah, who wants to take the torch from Ankara?
I'll take the torch. I'll have one hand with a hand axe and one hand with the torch.
All right, I'll pass you the torch.
Spec, you use a heavy weapon, right? I can hold it. I don't wield any weapons usually.
That's fine. This is plenty. Trust me, no matter the size of the axe, I can kill plenty good.
Right. And Kara, as you make your way down, and the moment you kind of hand off the torch and dip your hand down, bringing up your shield, immediately you see a threat.
Oh.
As you see immediately turning to look at you, a zombie, and I need everyone to roll initiative again for me, please.
All right.
Here it comes. 8.
Oh, I got an 8 too.
Yo, 9 plus 10.
You're going before me though, because you have more decks.
Alrighty. Let me roll for our lovely friend here.
Is there a surprise around at all at either side here? Or is
No,
this just
unfortunately,
random?
you guys didn't scope him out, and I really was
Fair.
hoping you could look and see, but yeah, unfortunately not. Alrighty, let's see here. You didn't roll very good, though.
No, I didn't.
No, he didn't. He did not roll very well.
Oh.
Alright, so Vera. And then we have the vessel. And then we have Kara. And then we have Spec. And then the Zombo. Give me 1 second just to see if there's a description for this area real fast before we start. Alrighty. Also, it's worth pointing out, when you are on this level, it is difficult terrain due to the water.
Ooh, okay.
Fair enough.
So your speed is halved here. As the water
Except
ranges...
Vera.
Except for Vera, because Vera has a swim speed.
Ahihihi.
Let's
Hog.
see. Oh. Wait. Oh, right. Okay, I see. Sorry, 1 second. I missed a note here, and I kind of made a snafu, so give me 2 seconds here.
Oh, there's 10 more zombies. Oh, my mistake.
Oh, we can hear them singing right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the lady singing in this track always catches
Yeah,
me off guard.
that's been the zombies all along.
Yeah, exactly. Give me 1 second. I just gotta make a note of something here real fast.
These zombies have amazing pipes.
Also, if you're going down the stairs, just note that the stairs is where Kara is. I want to keep the camera on the immediate battlefield here.
Sure.
So just to make my life a little bit simpler here.
Chat, use your imagination.
Yeah,
I hope I'm
chat.
not blocking the
D&D, it's all about your imagination.
Well, your allies can move through you as well. And I imagine the moment
Yeah.
the zombie turns, you're like, zombie! Or like you yell something, so they're all aware of
Yeah.
what's going on for the most part. That's kind of assumed what initiative is. Alrighty, so top of the turn order, Vera, it is now your turn.
Okay. This single file staircase is really gonna make this one a good one.
Again, you can move through allies, so it's
Yeah,
not,
yeah.
you know, it's not the end of the world.
Just like imagining Vera, who's like very large, just like, oh, sorry, excuse me,
Gotta
sorry.
Mr. Exit and just lean through the frame.
I wonder if you could make your way down through the thing just to the north.
Sorry, I'm like doing mental brain. Okay, I see how far I can move. Okay. Kyong. I land here.
Alright. You run in, don't forget. Oh, wait, no, you have swimsuit, you're fine. You land in there.
Thanks, me.
And do you have dark vision? You don't, do you?
I do not
Would the
know.
torch that I have,
Yeah,
would it
that's the
reach down
question.
there?
No, you're on the upper part, so
Shit.
yeah. I'd say
I'll be
with like this thing above, you do get a little bit of light coming in, I'd say, like just barely showing you the zombies. So you do kind of see it,
Okay.
but it's fairly faint.
For the purposes of me blasting its ass with some ancient, unknowable magic, would that put me at disadvantage, or?
If you're okay with it, I think I'm gonna make the call for disadvantage.
I mean, it's not up to me, is it?
I know,
Yeah,
but I
that
just,
is how darkness works.
yeah, so I'm gonna
I
say
got it, I got it.
disadvantage. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Wait, hold on. I don't know how to roll this. Fucking. Sorry.
Just go ahead and
Can I
roll it
reroll that?
again. Yeah, just
Yeah.
roll again. We'll take the first set of damage, though.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, so with disadvantage, 8 is its armor class, so it just hits. As you kind of just see the silhouette of the zombie, like, you are like, this again, and you thrust out your hand, blasting the zombie blindly in the shoulder, and it takes 5 points of force damage. Not bad. Alrighty, does that end your turn, Vera?
Yeah, I'm gonna end my turn there for now.
You got it. That brings us around to the vessel. It is now your turn.
The vessel, kind of seeing Vera, move down there, is kind of like, wait, Vera, be careful. And is going to kind of follow after. As I get to here, I kind of see the Zambo.
Mm-hmm.
Or I would as I get out, I would kind of see the Zambo, and I would kind of move up to I've been playing so much Wildermyth, my brain says wall with, and then I'm going to hold out my hand, and I'm aiming for the place at where their waist meets the water, and I'm gonna fire a ray of frost, and
You
I do
got
have
it.
dark vision.
Nice. All right. So it's just a straight shot. 23 absolutely hits.
5 points of cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10.
You got it. Its speed
Ooh.
is reduced by 10. Alrighty. As you blast the water, this almost like hula hoop of ice forms around its waistline, and the zombie kind of staggers and kind of claws at the ice, but is slowed. Does that end your turn, the vessel?
Yeah, that is my turn.
Alrighty, that brings us to Ankara. It is now your turn.
Alright, would I be able to make it to here?
Yep, easily enough.
Alright,
Yep.
would I be able to, because it's kind of like on a clip on my side, would I be able to throw my hand axe,
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
then go back to holding what I was before?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Then I'll go ahead and throw my hand axe at it.
Alright.
That's going to be an 18 to hit.
18 hits. Go and roll damage.
That is 5. 5 slashing damage.
5 slashing damage. You huck the hand axe, and it hits the zombie right in the square of his forehead, and you see him kind of stagger back and kind of step in the sloshing water.
Alright. And then I will end my turn there.
You got it. That will bring us to Spec. It is now your turn.
I will be able to get here with my full movement. I do have the torch now, so I guess this
You do.
whole place is lit up.
It is now lit up.
Yeah. And I'm...
1 second. I'm just going to measure something here.
Oh boy!
Just because you have light now, I'm going to reveal a little bit more here. I'm going to give you guys that. And that. And a bit of
Cool.
that. And a bit of this.
Uh-oh.
As Spec, in
Oh.
the corner of your eye, you see like kind of a silhouette of the flames, another moving, shuffling creature.
Another one behind. As to this guy, I will throw my hand axe at him.
You
Kind
got
of
it.
Taking in Kara's lead. Yeet. Soft 20
Soft 20 absolutely hits.
for 5.
Nice. Seems to be the number of the night is 5.
Yep.
You
And
throw the hand axe, and another one hits its shoulder, as it's almost like, you know, axe throwing. There's places you can go in, like, big cities that you can do
Yeah.
axe throwing in. It's like one of those targets.
yeah, I've been to
Yeah.
one of those bars. It's really fun. If I were to bring out my great axe, I wouldn't be able to hold the torch, wouldn't I?
Yep, it's a two-handed weapon.
Okay, so I'll reach for.
Is handing an item off to someone like a free action?
That is an action to hand it off to somebody.
All right. I will begin to reach for my other hand axe, but I guess that's my turn.
Alright, that ends Spec's turn. It is now the Zombo's turn. Due to the difficult terrain and the negative speed, this zombie shambles a little bit, and the ice kind of breaks apart as it's able to get its full movement.
Oh, so you're approaching me.
Yeah. Shambling forward around you, Spec. And actually, I forgot to reveal one more thing. There's actually a set of stairs here, but they go into just deep water. This Zombo is going to attack you, Spec.
Yep. 12 armor class, so go for it.
That is going to be a 16 to hit.
That's a hit.
Alright, you take...
I would like to intercept.
Okay, do you have to be within 5 feet of the enemy, or 5 feet of an
Within
ally?
5 feet of my ally.
Okay, so that's with disadvantage
Alright.
then?
No, so I reduce the damage.
Okay,
Yeah,
go ahead
roll.
and roll the reduction.
Okay, that is reduced by 4.
Reduced by 4, you got it. Which is exactly the amount of damage it was going to do to you, Spec, as kind of swinging around and almost like Captain America, you kind of throw out your shield on Kara and like bounce it against the wall, and it kind of hits the zombie and it makes it stagger into the water, and it sweeps around and you catch it in your arm.
Hog.
That
Alrighty.
was so cool.
Yep. Sloshing forward, another zombie
Another one.
is going to do the same thing. 11.
That's one below. Doesn't get
Lord,
through.
misses. You kind of hearing like I like to imagine that you like kind of saw the zombie, but you threw your axe, and before you knew it, these other zombies were kind of at your side. You see Ankara protect you from the first, and you spin around and instinctually kind of lean your neck out of the way of the second attack, as it does not find purchase in your juicy neck. All right, Vera, it is now your turn.
They're so
Vera time,
ugly.
Vera time. They're so ugly. I'm gonna make them much uglier. Onto this one.
Onto that one, you got it. Eldritch Blast 16, absolutely hit for 3 points of force damage.
3. That's
Sure
a
enough,
1.
you strike this zombie and it just explodes in like icy shards and guts
Oh,
into
shit.
the water.
Oh.
Cool. Also, just gonna... I don't know, do something funny. Just to do something, anything else. On this guy here, who's below the grate, I'm just gonna cast Hex with my bonus action. Oh, that's not what I meant, but you know, it's fine.
Is Tentacles still there, by the way?
Tentacles is not here, but I can only summon him a couple times a day, so...
Oh,
I
fair.
mean,
I
Hex
just
is
wonder,
really good because if something dies, you can put it on a different thing.
I just
Yeah.
wonder if it dissipated after the previous battle, was my question.
I don't
Or
think
if
they
it would
last
still be-
very long. I
It's
think
like a
they-
minute, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
fair.
You hex this zombie up here.
Yes.
Alright. You place your hex on that zombie. Is that in your turn, Vera?
I'm gonna move as well,
Okay.
up to here.
Okay. It is at this point that the vessel, you begin to hear very rapid approaching sloshing. As they can get just right there. As you see bursting around the corner, a different undead creature blitzes around the corner. It has grayish skin and long claws and this kind of long lashing tongue and serrated teeth. And as it scrambles and shambles forward, it lets out a horrible screech as it is going to attack the vessel.
Their eyes just go kind of wide as this thing charges towards them.
It seems that this somewhat more intelligent creature is taking advantage of the fact that the zombies had curtailed your attention elsewhere. As it sweeps up behind you, that is going to be a 19 to hit you.
It would if I didn't cast shield. It like goes for like the weak target, and then y'all would see that tattoo kind of curl down Vessel's arm and almost move it like for itself and like block the blow. And their eyes kind of narrow, and they say, "You came on the wrong target."
It kind of hisses towards you. That ends its turn. That brings us to the vessel. It is now your turn as this much larger kind of gray creature stares down at you. It's quite large.
They narrow their eyes, and she growls a little bit. Y'all would see like almost like magic seep from the water around them back into them, as I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points to regain a spell slot.
You got it for your bonus action. You got it.
Mm-hmm. And then they, as if like gathering the magic in their mouth, they spew. There's that whistling sound that they've done before, almost, you know, like high pressure water, and 3 blasts fire out. And I'm like aiming for like the knees and elbow of this thing, trying to weaken it. And that is going to be my magic missile.
You got it. So that's going to be
11 points of damage.
11 points of damage on the creature that has just tried to
Yeah,
ambush
that
you.
just attacked me, yeah.
All right. Phew! These really sharp flashes of water burst out from you and it hit those exact points. However, the creature seems hardier than these zombies. It is very strong. It is not resistant to the damage, but it definitely seems to be a bit hardier as it kind of like snarls towards you in pain.
I pull out that long dagger and get into like a ready stance and like kind of give a bring it motion.
You got it. Alrighty, that brings us to Ankara. It is now your turn. Ankara, you hear this noise and you whip around and you now see kind of almost made more intimidating with a flickering flame this strange undead creature that has made its presence known.
Alright, would I be able to move to here?
Oh yeah, you can move through allies.
Alright, and then I'm going to swing my battle axe at it.
You got it.
Oh, that's gonna be an 8.
An 8, as you bring up your battle axe and swing, this creature brings up its long claws and parries the strike and kind of throws your axe aside and you kind of stagger on 1 foot.
I'm gonna say the funny magic words. I'm gonna action surge.
You got it. You action surge.
That's another 3.
I'm so sorry. As you go for another swing, just kind of surging power, the creature once again deflects it in a spark, and your axe finds no purchase on this creature.
Yeah, no, I'm just scared myself.
You got it. I'm so sorry, Elam.
That's good. It happens.
Alrighty, Spec, it is now your turn.
Elam, how good is your dex? Or is that a metagame question? Monty.
I'll allow it. I mean, you can say, like, how Ankara has moved in previous combat.
How dexterous is...
How spry do they see?
Average.
Okay, I really hate how you moved in that line.
I can take a hit.
Okay.
All you need to hear.
I will rage
You got
and move here. I think I'll provoke an attack of opportunity from a zombie.
You will. The zombie is going to reach out towards you with an opportunity attack.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Alright.
I am raging though, so.
You are raging, thank goodness. You take 5 points of damage, halved down to 2. So you take 2 points of damage.
2 damage.
I'm just gonna
And
mark-
let's do funny breath weapon as gurgling acid just shoots in a line. This neon green energy just pulsates through a line, basically. 12 dexterity save.
Alright, 12 dexterity save. Start with the zombies first. The one closest to you rolled a 10, which is a failure.
8 acid.
The one in the middle. How's a 0? or no, a -1. It's a -1.
8 acid.
Big failure. And then the last creature. Sorry, there's like this switch over. The other creature got a 7. They all fail.
8 acid. And
And
also Ankara.
Ankara just passes with a 12.
So I take 4 damage.
You're gonna take 4 damage.
Okay, cool.
Worth it.
1 second.
Yeah, that worked out perfectly.
And then... Whew.
The acid kind of ruins up your shield, but it fucked up the zombies.
Worth it.
Yeah, you let loose the acid, and it's kind of like shooting a flamethrower through a snowman, as it just melts through the first zombie center, which then melts through the second zombie center, which then blasts this ghoulish creature immediately in the chest, and it looks terrible as its flesh begins to pock and burn, and the zombie's flesh also begins to pock and burn.
Alright, that's action bonus action.
Alright, it is now the zombie's turn. The zombie is going to attack you to the north, Spec. The one that is hexed. Terrible, 11. I believe that misses.
To
On,
hit me?
on Spec? 11.
Yeah, it does not hit.
It does not hit. Alright, the one to the north of Ankara is going to swing towards you. Ankara.
Good.
It has a +2 because it is flanking with this other creature.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter because that's still definitely going to hit. That is going to be a 22 to hit.
Yeah, no, that hits.
Jesus, this zombie feels invigorated by the acid burn, I guess.
Yeah.
You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage from that zombie as it reaches out and kind of smashes you into the post.
Oof.
And that ends the zombie's turn. Brings us to the top of the turn order. Vera, it is now your turn.
Me time. This guy needs to die.
Okay. Ooh.
Are you real?
I'm
Is this
gonna
real?
roll-
Am I dreaming right now?
I'm gonna roll severity. It is an 8. It is just a miss. As you reach out your
my
hand, you
God.
realize, oh my god, where I'm shooting him is where his hole is. I'm gonna hit Spec, and so you just like veer the spell up, and it unfortunately does not hit.
Terrifying. I've not got a whole lot. That's kind of it.
All right.
I was really banking on this being able to move this hex.
No worries. Sorry.
If I kill it, can you move the hex, or do you have to kill it?
It has to be on my turn.
Yeah,
it
on
just
your
says
turn.
if it dies before the spell ends, then on my turn as a bonus action I can move it around. Actually,
Yeah.
no. You know what? This is a big boy. I'm gonna use my tentacle. Tentacles time.
Tentacles!
Tentacles.
Tentacles.
Here it
Yeah.
comes.
And he's gonna spawn him just right. Yeah, just right below Betzel here.
Just
right below
remember-
Betzel and Kara.
Tentacles does not provide any flanking bonus. He's incorporeal,
Yeah.
but he's real in our hearts.
He's real to
Alrighty.
me.
Go ahead and roll
Let's
to
say
hit
that
with
he's real
Tentacles.
to me.
That hits.
Tentacles.
That absolutely hits. Cold damage. Oh my god. How do you want Tentacles to kill this, like, creature?
Oh, okay. Tentacles, after like various attacks and everything go off, Vera reaches into the very depths of her soul and pleads silently. And the tentacle bursts out of the water from below the hull, or below deck. Wraps around this thing's throat, like its whole neck, and you see it like flex, and you hear a giant crack as the thing goes limp.
You just see a torrent of bubbles from this creature's lungs erupt at your feet and Kara as you watch Tentacles drag this thing under.
Yeah. Yeah, it snaps its neck and then just slams it back down under.
Its last screams muffled by the water. Alrighty.
Thanks, Tentacles.
Vera, does that end your turn?
That does end my turn.
Alrighty. The creature is now dead, so it does not get its turn. The vessel, it is now your turn as 2 zombies remain.
They smile at Vera and give like a very approving nod. And then they kind of do a wheel in the water, with like a little bit of a splash, and I'm going to bring lightning up on the one that Vera has marked.
You got it. That hits.
For 3 points of lightning, and then slash with the dagger as a bonus
Offhand
action.
dagger strike, you got it. I'm just gonna remove this reaction.
Just the same.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Unfortunately, as you strike forth with the electricity, as you kind of wail around to strike with the dagger, it kind of catches the sort of mass structure right next to you, and you kind of have to like yank it back out. Unfortunately, not finding purchase, but the electricity current runs through the zombie as its like body twitches and quivers. It is still standing, but it's starting to look rough.
All right, that'll be my turn.
All right. Why did I cross out Vera? Vera's alive. Sorry, I just realized I crossed out both Vera and the enemy that Vera killed. And Kara, it is now your turn.
Funny battle axe strike at the one above me.
You got it. No flanking because it's got an ally within it.
24.
That still absolutely hits.
That is going to be 7 slashing damage.
Woof! 7 slashing damage as you reel around, not losing your momentum, and you slash down the back of this creature, kind of wrenching your blade back up. This thing is still alive, but it's starting to look pretty rough.
Alright, I think I'm honestly just gonna end my turn there.
You got it. That brings us to Spec. It is now your turn.
Funny, also, because I'm holding the torch, is any...
Oh yeah, I should reveal
this
more.
way?
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
reveal more for you.
Yeah.
That's a
Just,
very good point. I should have done that when you moved. My bad.
A lot's happening, don't worry about it.
No, get mad at me. How dare you, Monteglue? Like that.
I'm so disappointed.
You see a bunch of
No.
barrels and crates.
Totally worth it. Yeah, just a reckless hand axe swing at this fucker.
You got it. With advantage.
Yep. So I'll take the 11.
11 hits.
I am raging, so 9 hand axe damage.
9 hand axe damage. Alright. You sweep into this thing, and as you cleave off one of its arms, it kind of staggers and is just barely holding on by a thread.
You're gross. Why can't you die?
offhand torch.
You could if you want to offhand torch him.
Oh, how would I? Should I just roll hand axe again?
That would be an improvised weapon attack.
Okay.
So roll d20.
It's just strength check it.
Yeah, just a strength check, basically.
Okay. I will do funny strength check. Yeah, offhand torch, because that sounds cool. Can I reckless this?
That hits anyway.
Okay, alright. It's a D4?
Yeah, I'll say it's a D4 fire damage, sure.
1!
You're like, you just ram the torch into its mouth as like some of the flames come out of like the eye socket and like the cheek. It was on a thread, now it is on like the tiniest of threads. It is barely holding on.
I feel good. That's fine.
Alrighty, that ends Spec's turn. It is now the zombies' turn. They are going to do the same thing. The one that currently has the torch in its mouth is going to just, like, strike towards you, Spec, as you're kind of holding it back.
Mm-hmm. It does have advantage.
Oh, right, it does. Yeah. Oh, with advantage, that's going to be a soft 20 to hit.
Now do it!
I was hoping you could be, like, a bully and be, like, you know, holding a person back by their head when they're swinging at you. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage, which is reduced down to 1 point. Yep. And Kara, the zombie to the north of you, is gonna just keep wailing on you.
Go for it.
Awful. That's gonna be a 10, which absolutely misses. That ends the zombies' turn. Top of the turn order, Vera, it is now your turn.
Woo! More Vera destruction.
Do it.
Gonna cast that on the one that's hexed as well. Sorry.
That hits. 14 hits for 9
Nice.
points. Go ahead and roll hex damage too.
Oh shit! Yeah.
It's a D6, I believe?
Yeah. I have a button.
11. Okay.
Yeah, so 11 total.
As the torch is in its mouth and it's like wailing on Spec, you raise your hand, Vera, and just blast its head off. In almost like a comedic fashion, the torch is burst from its skull, kind of bounces across a couple of barrels and crates, and then you like catch it out of the air, Spec, as a zombie like just head exploded, just slows to the ground dead from the force of that eldritch
Hell
blast.
Yeah. For my bonus action, I'm just gonna move it on to this next one here.
You got it. Target spotted.
Can something be cool and disgusting? Just as the head exploded.
Alrighty, that brings us to the vessel. It is now your turn.
I think that would be your acid breath. As I push this one out of the way to get flanking and try in like one motion to drive like a lightning dagger into its back. It's the
You
flavor
got
of
it.
two.
Yeah, the shocking grasp. That hits. 3 lightning damage. You kind of bring down your hand and you watch as the clap of magic explodes. That also hits.
I thought I took out the fucking that should not be doing +2 damage there.
Why are you doing a d6 of damage? A dagger is a d4.
It's a short sword.
Oh, it's a short
that's
sword.
okay.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Gotcha.
Because I'm a wood elf, I have proficiency with short swords. The long dagger is just a flavor.
You got it. And as you drive the blade into the chest of this zombie, it slows into the water and gurgles beneath the tide.
Well, hot damn.
Would I be able to go get me and Spec's hand axes back from the zombie over here?
Yeah,
Absolutely. It takes a bit of kind of swishing the water around to, like, kind of find it. You have to, like, at times kind of dunk your head in the water, and you eventually collect your weapons.
Am I able
there.
to tell the difference between whose hand axe is whose?
I'd say so.
What would the difference be? I'm curious.
I don't know.
Spex's would definitely be like double bit, which they're double bladed axes, and they'd probably have like really long beards, which is like the edge towards the bottom.
Alright. I'll grab both of them and go past Spec's back.
Designed purely, like they look almost purely designed for throwing, but you can use them in melee.
Tentacles waves friendly to you, Vera, as it dips back
Yeah.
into the tide.
Vera gives it a little pat. or like, goes to give it a little pat and says thank you as it goes.
Let me grab this room's description here just a little bit better for you guys.
Very quiet little affirmation for the Kraken there.
Can I hand Vessel the torch?
I grab it and smile at you.
Okay, and then I'll pull out my big great axe ready for anything.
So allow me to describe this. The descent to the lower deck is chilly, wet, and unsettling. Seawater obscures the floor and sloshes against the hull. Decaying crates and barrels are scattered around, some floating freely and others stacked into corners.
Is there anything of note on this side that we're currently on?
Just what I just described to you.
Fair enough. Would I be able to make my way over here to see what's over here?
Yeah, I was gonna move this way, moving past the thing, and as I'm moving past, do any of you recognize what this beast is? It seems, well, more disgusting than the others.
Is anybody trained in religion?
Oh, I might be.
I actually am.
No, I'm not. Sorry.
Acolyte background, I was raised in a temple.
That's right. All right, go ahead and roll for me a religion check on this. Nice. As you look at it and you kind of like bring it up, its like neck is like snapped. Its head is like in like a complete 90-degree angle from the Tentacles' wrath. And as you kind of get a closer look of it, you've heard stories about this, the vessel.
Yeah, it's kind of like, does anyone know? And then it's like, wait,
I know what this is. This is a ghoul. It is a creature that feasts upon flesh of the dead. You also know it's such a high roll that it is probably not originally from the boat, and it probably found its way here. You know them to have a very paralyzing claw attack that is, especially when they come in groups, is very devastating.
I don't like that.
I finished kind of explaining that with a little bit more like, dramatic flair to it because of Vessel.
Of course.
So it was eating the crew?
Perhaps it is a more cursed being. I don't know more details. Perhaps the library would. It is possible that this was the cause of the repeated attacks, but I doubt it was on the ship to begin with. I do wonder where it did come from originally.
Yeah, this is a remote place and we haven't seen anything else like it. I doubt these things can swim, especially far.
They just walk along the bottom, don't they?
Ocean currents are too strong for that. I know that much about the water.
Spec just shrugs like, I don't fucking know.
Even that, if you wanted to find, if you came from far away and you wanted to find dead flesh, there are better ways to do it than jump into the ocean and find a shipwreck.
Is there anything of note on this side, Monty?
There's just crates and barrels.
What do they have in them?
You want to try and crack some of them open?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
not?
Just out of curiosity, just,
Does anybody
Slice
have a
this back open.
crowbar?
Let me look at my inventory. Nope.
I have an axe.
I have a dagger.
All right. Without
Snap the blade off.
without a crowbar, it will take a longer period of time. So, what would you like to crack into? I will say 1 crate per person to make this kind of nice and streamlined and easy for me.
Yep, I'll just do this crate.
All right, you take your axe to it, and after about 10 minutes of wrenching and pushing, the top opens up. Roll for me a d6, please.
Funny D6. 3.
As you crack it open, you do you have the torch on you?
Vessel has it. But...
Vessel
I'm kind
has
of
it.
holding it up where I am.
All right. You reach inside and pull up a what feels to be like something that's like a pound. And as you lift it up, glimmering, you hold in your hand a 1 pound bar of silver.
Holy shit!
And as you look inside, you see 10 of these bars in this crate.
Guys, I just found treasure.
And I motion for everybody to come over when they're done.
Offerings for the temple.
I guess, yeah.
How much is each bar?
Each bar is 1 pound. And there's 10 of them in the crate.
Yeah, I'll take 10 pounds of silver. Hell yeah.
Like to imagine you fill your pockets with
Yeah.
like a kid would fill like their shorts with like rocks.
My shorts keep falling down, but I just keep pulling it up.
Yeah, exactly. Alrighty. Who would like to open a crate next?
I'll crack open this one.
Alright, roll for me a d6. And if you get a 3, reroll.
Okay. D6. Roll. That's a 2.
2. One of the crates which you find, which is dry, has a somewhat pleasant odor coming from it, and as you crack it open, it is filled with sacks, like a large 20-pound sack, and as you open it up, it is filled with cloves.
Oh.
Of garlic?
Yeah,
Oh,
20 pounds of garlic.
holy shit.
Oh, I love that
Interesting.
stuff.
Do I know anything about garlic? Like, is this valuable?
It is delicious.
uh,
I love garlic.
I just hold on. I need to calculate my carry weight here. What was the carry weight roll we're doing again?
So it's 15 times your strength score, not your
Oh,
modifier,
okay.
your strength score.
Oh, I am more than fine then. Yeah, sure. I'll chuck it in my inventory. Why not?
All right, you can add 20 pounds of garlic cloves in your inventory.
Okay, sure.
All right, who would like to open their crate next?
Me.
All right, Vera, go ahead
I opened
and
this one.
you got
this
it. Go
is my
ahead
one.
and roll a d6, repeating on a 3 or a 2. 5.
5.
It's kind of like a long and short box, and as you crack open into it, you see a lute, like the instrument, that looks to have a mother
Oh.
of pearl inlay. It's
Ooh.
very, very well made, and it hasn't been touched by the water, thank goodness. It probably needs to be tuned, though, from sitting here for so long.
Yeah, she sort of just like plucks a couple of the strings and goes, "Oh no, 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 no!" And like starts like turning like the I forget what they're called, the pegs.
Like the tuning pegs, yeah.
Yeah, the pegs. Like,
And the vessel, do you want to open up a crate? Reroll. Okay.
Yeah, I kind of go for one of the like smaller ones higher up.
Unfortunately, as you kind of look through, you crack those ones open, they don't really have anything in them. But you do find one that is like kind of bobbing on the water, and it's like smaller, so you kind of grab it, place it on top, and you crack that one open, and inside everything in there was probably once papers that have all it's just paper mache, like ready to be slapped on a kid's art project. But kind of bobbing in the middle of it is a leather like case, like a tube case to it. And as you open that up and look inside, perfectly dry within is a spell scroll of command.
Ooh.
oh,
Well,
that's
isn't
powerful.
this interesting?
What's it say?
I'm not particularly proficient with arcane magics as a knowledge base, but I believe this is a spell for command, dictating an order to someone.
I'm also just going to point out right now, this is not as written. Anyone can use a spell scroll. It doesn't have to be a spellcaster. I allow for spell scrolls to be used by any class in my games, and I think it just is more interesting. Yeah.
Neat.
Was there?
They are interesting. They do allow the ability for anyone to cast with it. So, Ankara or Spec, if either of you have ever desired to feel like a wizard.
I'm just gonna. They have it here, so here is the spell scroll of command that you have.
Yeah. Neat. Ugh. I'm pretty happy with and my pants kind of jingle with the metal. I'm pretty happy with what I got. Give it to Inkara. If Inkara wants it.
For the most part, I'd be running up and hitting people with my axes, but I might be able to make use of it. If you don't think you will.
I'm happy to hold on to it, but I figured it could go to someone who would enjoy using it. Perhaps Vera, if you're tired of just pointing and blasting.
Not one for dominating.
I hold it out towards Ankara then.
I'll take it.
All right, all right.
Spec, I request you at least donate one of those to the temple.
These? And I jingle my pants full of silver.
I nod.
Can I keep one?
Oh, I requested you donate one. You may keep as many as you wish. They were your treasure and your find.
Spec nods.
Alrighty.
I wish to look below. I can see in the dark, but I can't hold my breath too long.
What is everybody's passive investigations?
Ooh,
10.
9.
13.
11.
11. All right. Ankara and Vera, as you guys are kind of looking around the hold here and like you're cracking open crates, you notice that the hole from that captain's like room, it's like a straight line down. And as you think about it for a while, Vera, you kind of come to the conclusion something heavy must have been there, and it fell because the wood couldn't hold it up anymore.
Yeah.
And whatever it was must have been really heavy.
To smash through 3 floors.
Yeah.
God, I wish I had dark vision.
Well, I will see you all on the other side.
Quick question: was there like a ship's manifest or something in any of the rooms up above?
If there was, it's long molded away. You guys can't swim and, swim underneath.
Yeah, Vessel was
hold
about
hands.
to literally just like pencil dive into this hole here.
Yeah. You guys can swim as a group if you wish.
Vessel has a pretty high con, so they know they can hold their breath a long time. They were raised on a river.
You got it. As you all kind of look to each other, and except for Vera, because you're fine.
Yeah.
You watch as your companions all take a big, deep breath. Those who do not have dark vision probably, holding on to the hands of the others.
Am I gonna be okay swimming? I'm in chainmail.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Okay.
This ain't 3-5, baby. You can swim in armor.
Yeah.
I'm just going to move you guys over to the other spot. Don't panic.
And if all else fails, there's this. I know a guy who can help you out.
I'm panicking.
You can hold your breath for a number of minutes equal to your Constitution modifier if you
Yeah.
don't have a swim speed or if you can't breathe
So-
underwater
So the way I run it is in, out of combat, you have the minutes, and then in combat, you have that many rounds before you start suffocating, because your heart is
Yeah, because you're
pounding and
doing stuff.
You're
yeah,
doing
it makes
shit, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yep.
I find that that's kind of a nice way to keep it kind of, makes a lot of sense. As you guys swim down to the bottom, give me 1 second here. As the cold water engulfs you, a strange undersea world is revealed. Colorful seaweed grows over shattered hulls, especially around the gaping hole in the stern of the ship. Tiny fish dart amongst hunks of debris and cargo. Notably, as you all dive down, and it was just out of the cusp of your vision, Vera, following the trail of the hole in the ceiling, you see a heavy iron chest lies on the floor of the hold, directly beneath the hole it fell through.
Oh yeah, what happened to that zombie head I threw down this hole?
It's bobbing on the. It's bobbing at the surface up above. Actually, it's been like it's like a volleyball in the water, just bobbing.
Do we all have to like dodge it as we dive down?
You guys kind of like just like pushed it out of the way with your leg.
Can I? Is there any enemies first of all?
No, none. Absolutely none.
Okay. Seeing that there's no enemies, can I like tie? I have 50 feet of hemp and rope. Can I tie it around the chest?
Sure.
Yeah, I nod and I point upwards.
As you grab and try and lift it, it weighs 125 pounds.
I can carry 255 weight.
All right.
Stuff.
So you are able to carry this as you kind of tie it around your waist and point up. The rest of your companions, I imagine you guys head back to the up above where there's air.
Yeah.
Yeah, once we kind of, with the rope, I imagine this is what Spec was going for. Once we kind of get it closer to the surface, we're going to, like, try and lift it up that way.
All right.
Yep.
I would like athletics checks from everybody for this.
Ooh.
Whop. 14. Pretty good.
13.
You got it.
Alrighty.
Heave!
As you kind of swim up, Spec, kind of just like you begin to feel sort of like, you know, when rope is around your, like on you and it kind of gives you a rope burn, you begin to feel kind of a rope burn around your waist, but then you feel like a sort of lightness as you hit the surface, your companions grab you, and all of you together very carefully drag this, and not only do you drag it out of the water, but you slide it away from where the hole is to where it's a bit more solid. And yes, you have brought this chest up to surface.
Oh. This is an actual treasure chest.
Maybe to the top deck, just to be safe.
Very well.
And I just kind of just grab, like, I assume there's like handles on both sides, and I just kind of grab it.
Yeah, you do.
Take it up to the top, I guess.
As you guys make your way kind of towards the stairs, you hear and the sound of wings up above you. You all kind of stop where you are. And you hear like kind of...
Does it sound familiar at all?
Nope. It sounds completely different than what you're used to.
I'm gonna gently put down the treasure chest as to not make any noise. And I'm just gonna have my great axe ready.
Yeah, I use prestidigitation to snuff the torch. And then I'm going to kind of start creeping towards the stairway going up.
Go ahead and roll for me a stealth check. Are you guys going up as a group, or are you sending a scout up? What's the plan here?
I'm trying to go stealthily.
Oh wait, if you want to go stealthily, I should probably stay behind her.
Yeah, I put a finger up to a mouth and kind of try to move through the water slowly and quietly.
Alright, go ahead and roll me a stealth check. The vessel.
14.
Give me 1 second. Okay. As you stealth up, I'm just gonna, you know, you're not there, but you're peeking up. I'm just gonna say, for the sake of this, I'm gonna move your companions closer just in case.
Yep.
Because you guys are like right here.
Yeah, we wouldn't like leave like.
No, abandon your friends. It's funny.
Are you leaving the chest behind?
I would say the chest is like somewhere like where we are, just down here, like the chest can be like right here.
Roll for me a perception check. The vessel.
Alrighty. 14.
Hey, that's the number of the night. As you look up above, in the crow's nest. Let's see if I can describe this here. You watch as two terrifying monsters perched on the top of the crow's nest, spreading their scraggly wings and screeching harshly. Its wings and legs resemble those of a mangly vulture, while its head, torso, and arms almost look human. It clutches a large bone in its club and flexes its talons, while the other one kind of rummages about the nest and kind of is like packing down some cloth onto this nest that you remember seeing when you guys had entered, this sort of pile of debris that now you realize the vessel is a nest of some kind.
Oh.
I'm going to cast Prestidigitation. Sorry about a train in the background. And I'm going to kind of pass down a little figurine of what these things look like.
You got it. The rest of you watch as kind of behind their back, the vessel like shows you an image of this creature that the vessel is seeing. Vera, you do not see it, and Spec, you do not see it because you do not have dark vision. But and Kara, you do see this.
Okay.
I'm going to kind of quietly creep back down, and is whispering something we can do without alerting them?
Yeah, as you go back down into the hold, you get the sense that you are far enough away from these creatures that you could probably whisper to them without consequence. Just go ahead and move your tokens down onto the map.
Two terrifying-looking bird creatures with humanoid features there. Up in the crow's nest. Bird's nest of some kind now. They are probably hostile, but we could try to talk to them.
We could also try and swim out to our boat, making our way from the underside.
I doubt we could with this safe, though.
Do we want to open it quietly?
Is the safe locked?
I
It
assume
does
it's
not
locked,
appear to be
bolted
locked,
shut.
no.
No? Okay, never mind.
Could we open it quietly?
Yeah, you can try.
Okay.
It could make a sound going open, but we can try.
Well, if they come down here, they would be at a disadvantage, I think.
I'm more than happy to guard the stairs.
I can keep an eye on them. I saw them.
Okay.
Vera will like stand behind the chest to like catch the lid, like just in case it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
swings.
actually like move up and keep an eye on them.
You got it.
Spec will just open it up.
Makes a little creaky noise, not enough that you feel like it's far enough away, and even the vessel, you don't hear them open it from where you are. Surprisingly, the inside is completely dry. And inside you see a packet wrapped in seal in waxed fabric, as well as a pouch and 3 turquoise stones and a very nice pair of boots.
I lift up one of my like dinosaur style feet from the water, just like
Don't think it'll fit on me.
I'm going to show you what you guys find in terms of the boots.
Oh.
Ooh. Magic boots?
They appear to be magical, yes.
Ooh.
As you find a pair of boots of the elven kind.
Ooh.
oh my god.
Oh.
Very nice.
I'm curious, if I wear this, does this just mean that stealth checks are normal for me?
You have a straight roll, yeah.
Ooh.
Would we just know that? What these do? Or would we need an identify spell?
Because, again, the starter kit comes with pre-gen sheets, and one of them is a wizard, I'm just gonna let you guys know what this item is. Just,
Vessel is a wood elf. Vessel looks down and kind of like creeps down for a second. Those are boots of elven kind. They have them all over my village. Creeps back up.
Back to looking up.
Thank you, Vessel. Do we want to try sneaking past the bird thingies?
You have other things in that chest, you know, not just
Yeah,
the boots.
Yeah,
What
mean-
are the what's the wrapped like wax cloth or whatever?
As you unwrap it, it is a journal.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't want to read somebody's diary.
I do.
And Kara, you take it.
I hand it to Ankara.
Alrighty, and Kara, as you flip through, there's like, you know, we saw a seagull today. But what's most interesting is the final entry that you flip to.
Oh.
I'm going to read it out to you.
God.
19 Tarask, which is the date.
Mm-hmm.
Our journey is ended, though I fear my own is to continue in the most horrible way imaginable. Compass Rose wrecked on a shoal south of Neverwinter. Many sailors perished with the initial impact, and Aletha was gravely injured. As I tended her wounds, she clutched her talisman and breathed soft prayers. I asked her what the talisman signified. She told me, love. Her husband waits for her at Dragon's Rest, having pledged his service to the dragon there. The talisman is made from locks of their hair, woven together as a promise to be reunited no matter what fate might befall them. It might have been a beautiful story, had it not been for Aletha's gruesome end, and the words of the prayer I heard as she breathed her last. For she was begging Orcus, Prince of Undeath, to reunite her with her husband. I held her hands as the breath left her, and I felt a horrible chill pass through her. Next I knew she was sinking her teeth into my neck. At the same moment, I heard moans begin to rise from the dead sailors all around us. What curse has she brought on us all? Already I feel a creeping chill overtaking my body. I am securing her talisman with this book in my chest, in the hope that someone who comes after us may end this nightmare by bringing Alethia's talisman to her husband.
Wow, that's a lot.
Alethea
Is there
and
a-
Brastus were in the painting.
Yeah,
they were.
Brastus is the one
Yeah, that's exactly what I was
pledging allegiance.
thinking.
As you look through the
that
chest,
was a sorry.
as you look through the chest, sure enough, like immediately in car after reading that, you're like, and you look and you see currently formed from long locks of hair, some blonde, some black, braided together and knotted around two small finger bones. A very terrifying looking talisman.
I'm no expert
Sorry.
on magic, but that looks cursed.
Sorry, just a thing. That was a lot of information at once. I don't.
Yeah, Orcus is involved. Ah!
Is there any chance I could get that journal entry in writing at all? Or...
I looked in the module; they don't have it.
They don't?
If I had known, I would have written it out for you. I'm very, very, very sorry.
No, you're all good.
Yeah.
I'm going
you know what I'll
to...
do? I'll take a picture of it on my phone and share it with the group.
That works really
Awesome.
well.
Yeah.
Seeing the talisman, would kind of hesitant to grab it. Is there any way I can like check if like something is going to go wrong if I grab it?
You know what you know, unfortunately.
All right. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna grab the talisman.
All right, you grab the talisman and you hold on to it.
Does anything happen with that, or is it just?
Nothing seems to happen to your knowledge.
All right. I'm going to pocket it then.
Okay. You pocket the
And relay
talisman.
the information that we need to find the husband.
Could the husband have been that ghoul?
I don't believe so.
I doubt so.
Out
Yeah.
of character, I think she was the ghoul.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She
Mm.
prayed to Orcus. Orcus turned her into a ghoul. She turned everyone into zombies.
Yes. Yeah, and that's
And if
the
the talent- if
reason.
Wait,
if the
the
ta- if the-
skeleton
If
without
I
a
can
head in the kitchen.
Yeah, what about it?
The thing it bit his neck, and the skeleton had no head. Maybe that skeleton was the husband.
I'm pretty sure, just out of character again, but
Oh.
it says the husband's in Dragon's Rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
My
that-
bad.
yeah, the husband. Yeah, that's what the
That was just
yeah,
spec
Alethea
being
was
stupid.
on the way. Was on the way to, presumably this isle. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
And as you hold the talisman in your hand, Ankara, and the vessel, as you look up now at these terrifying bird-woman creatures squabbling between each other, a new threat rears its head in two forms, and that is where we're going to end the session for tonight.
Oh my gosh.
God. That was a good session.
Well run, Monty.
Thank you. That was a lot of fun.
I didn't expect Orcus to get involved. Okay. Not really, but.
I mean, everyone and their cousin worships Orcus.
Yeah, he's what a cool dude. I actually have I have a mini of him, and he's fucking cool looking.
Yeah.
But he's super evil.
Yeah. I don't. Is there any creature more evil than Orcus? He's the demon prince of undeath, right?
There's an argument for Yanogu.
Oh yeah, Yanogu.
Yeah, the Knoll.
Jubilex is
God.
also pretty.
Jewelblex is pretty nasty. Honestly, I think Tativolis in the fucking Nine Hells is a fucking skis.
He's a bastard. Good session, you guys. Good.
Yeah.
This part of the module I really like. I think this is one of the stronger
That's
areas.
a really
that's
good
cool.
dungeon. That's a well-designed low-level dungeon.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
I don't want to be like grabby hands give me, but my brain is just like, I want those boots.
Well, that's something you guys can discuss. I believe it will require attunement, so you will have to take time to attune to it anyway. So
Yeah.
you won't be able to throw them on right away and gain the benefits. You're going to have to probably go back to Dragon's Rest and, haha, rest.
Haha.
That's this thing you call rest. I still got HP.
Yeah,
My
that's
HP is not 0.
Well, Monty can fix that.
Yeah, looking at this, we may have either 2 or 3 more sessions, probably.
Oh, wow.
wow.
Depending on how things go. I definitely would prefer to have, like, shorter multiple sessions and, like, one really long one, just because, a couple of you are, like, up early and, like, at weird hours, so I'd rather have everybody,
Yeah.
Yeah.
be present, but, yeah.
No, that was good. That was good.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Very good session.
Thank you for running, Monty. That was a really fun
Yeah, that
session.
was great.
Yeah, it was really good.
God, Elam, when you ran into that line, I was like, perfect, 3 of them are in a line, and then Elam immediately goes in there. I'm just like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Loads breath weapon.
I was-
Shame.
I will take the hit. I just assume I'm willing to take the hit.
It worked out. It worked out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Even if it had done max damage, it would have been fine.
Yeah,
Also,
I've talked to some people who've run this, and there's things about it that they don't like, and there's definitely stuff in it that does require just a little bit of elbow grease, but not enough to be like a lot of work in my head. But I genuinely really like the areas in this module. I think they're very, very cool and very fun. So
It is a great intro to like D&D. I think specifically, I do like it for.
Also-
Plus, we have
Yeah.
I'm just gonna point out now, not the moment we start, but you might want to be prepared to level up mid-session potentially.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so try and have, your level up stuff ready to go, so that way we can quickly do that, possibly during a break. And then...
I've been laying the groundwork for my second level
Yeah.
spell, so I'm ready.
Yes, just be ready for that, because this will have to be kind of... Because I was hoping to end the entire dungeon, but we don't really... It's almost already 11. And I feel like that's a very good, cliffhanger spot to be
Oh, yeah,
at,
it's great.
So, yeah.
Oh, I have
So-
to pick my subclass.
Yeah.
yeah. Funny fighter.
And it is worth pointing out that 3 is the max level of this adventure. It is very short, so...
Yeah, it feels like after this we're entering into the kind of like final arc of the adventure.
Yeah.
Oh, good session, you guys. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
Well run, Monty.
Oh, thank
I
you.
wish we could go another 3 hours, but
This area
I don't.
this area compared to
I
like
wanna go
the
to bed.
this area compared to the mushroom cave is like way more calm and less chaotic. Oh man.
I like
Oh, God,
Yeah, I
the
actually
mushroom
have to
cave
go
is
because I got
scary.
an early morning and I gotta
Yeah,
eat.
we won't keep you all here, but thank you guys so much for playing. Oh, there's someone called Dragon at Rest. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
I just
What-
noticed that.
What a good
Oh, hey
name.
there.
Oh my goodness. But how are you doing, chat? How are you liking the adventure so far? I saw a lot of people freak out when Orcus was mentioned, and they were like, whoa!
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, y'all.
Yeah.
But maybe this is just my limited knowledge of Dungeons and Dragons, like as in the main like I guess, adventures. That name means literally nothing to me.
Orcus is like mega evil. Like he is
It's
like
basically like saying Satan.
basically.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Satan, but he also like controls zombies.
Yeah, he's a zombie
Undead
guy.
Satan.
Yeah, undead Satan, basically. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, we should probably find someone to raid, because I don't want to keep you guys here too long so you can go to sleep. But hopefully we will all be back next week for the next session, barring anything cropping up.
Hopefully my internet doesn't cut out again.
Hopefully, yes, that'd be fun. Let me see. Sheru is streaming.
Yeah.
Let's raid Colonel Sheru.
Doing some dang ropes.
I want to
Dang
raid
ropes.
Tentacles.
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 Well, the thing is, when you read it, it's just tentacles, but...
No. That's why it has to be Tenta-Cleese, both the T and the C capitalized.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tentacles.
If you share the same 5-foot space with Tentacles, do you wear Tentacles as a hat?
Honestly, I was ready to say that you wear them as like, you know, like the slime hat in 14. Yeah. It's like that, basically, with like jiggle physics. All right.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize that my art on Twitch right now is art I made of the Kraken.
Alrighty, we're raiding Colonel Sheru with the message Tentacles.
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 That's a
MVP.
wrap, folks.
See you next
Hey.
week.
Take care, everybody.
Stay out of trouble.
Be kind.
This show
Rewind.
is brought to you
I knew it.
God damn it.